down. Chew on this. Suck it.
Live in conjunction with Lock TV and Raw Live Studios. It's the Dames Marvs Show with Frankie J. And here's your host, Dames Marvs.
In a future time, children will work together to build a giant cyborg. Robot parade, wave the flags that the robots made. Robot parade, robots obey what the children say.
All right. We got to start out the first show with the little they might be giants. My name is Dames Marvs. This is the Dames Marvs Show. This guy right here is the true entertainment. This is Frankie J. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to rock and roll and do it.
You nervous? I'm a little nervous.
No, I'm not sweating in my armpits. I think I'm good.
I do want to tell people a little bit about what's going on here. So I want to welcome everybody to, obviously, the Dames Marvs Show. This is the wildest corner of the internet, you guys, where we're going to talk shit. We're going to crack jokes. We're going to bring on guests from time to time. No particular agenda, except having fun. We'll riff on whatever's on our minds. We'll dive into the weird or wild, maybe, just maybe. Make sense of the day by looking back at how history has treated us over the years. There's no script. There's no filter. Just honest conversation, laughs, perhaps a little bit of chaos. Maybe Frankie and I will do some bare knuckle boxing.
Sweet.
Just grab a seat, kick back, enjoy, because this is the place where anything goes and everything is worth talking about. Everything is worth talking about. You will see that. So let's get into it, Frankie J. Monday, January 5th, first show.
Yep.
We have Uncle Russ in the waiting room. He's waiting. He's not ready to come on yet. He's got a few things we got to talk about first. This show right now is looking at being Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to see how it goes. We don't know if that's the schedule we're going to take. It might be too much. It might be too little. It's really up to what we can do, manage, and what the people want. And we don't know how long the show's going to be. Like I said, there's really no rules. We're just going to have shit prepared for each day. And if we get through it, we get through it. If we don't, we'll bump it to the next day. Or if we run out, we'll just end the show. No big deal. But we're here to entertain you. Or I don't even actually care if you're entertained. Frankie and I are going to be... here's the real deal, guys. If we weren't doing the show, we would just be on the phone talking to each other. And it's more fun to do that and potentially include some of you along the way. So, that being said, anytime you want to comment, please leave a comment anywhere. And if we see it, we may choose to interact with it or we may just go like that. We don't know yet. Frankie, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
About me?
Where you at?
Well,
what's behind you?
What's behind me is a Bills Mafia flag.
Go ahead. Now, where are you at? More about you.
Well, I grew up in Buffalo, New York. I was there 45 years and decided to move to the Adirondack Mountains to a town of 1,300 crazy people, and I love every second of it.
He really does. Why are you such a glutton for punishment in snow and cold weather?
I love the cold. I love the snow. I love the colder, the better. The more snow, the better. It slows everybody down and keeps people inside, especially the ones that don't have four-wheel drive. It's pretty sweet.
You guys, I'm just going to warn you now. Frankie's got a neighbor that slams her door regularly, and if you just see his face turn red as the mafia sign behind him,
Phew.
Well, I'm sure that we'll talk about your crazy neighbor.
She might knock on my
Frankie's
doorstep.
got some of the craziest stories in the history of planet Earth. So we'll look forward to some of those too. He's also got a very unwarranted love for the artist Pink.
I love her.
I have on my notes, does Pink look like a man? I don't think that, but I've seen it all around the internet. I know that this is like, if someone would knock on your door right now, this would be the person that you would want on the other side.
Oh, God, yeah. Yes.
All right, and I mean, spare everybody the sexual details, but what is it that you love about this woman? And do you agree that she looks like a man?
No, I do not agree she looks like a man. She looks like a woman that's in great shape, healthy, physical, maybe dominating. Here's the
I told you
thing.
to leave out the schmexual details.
Dominating can mean a lot of things.
I mean,
I think she's very, very down to earth. She knows where she comes from. She never forgets where she comes from, and she's not afraid to share her story. Her story and my story seem to be similar in a lot of ways.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, we both grew up
Do tell.
well, growing up in crappy households and making it out. She happened to go the route of becoming what I feel is the female version of Elvis Presley. The whole world loves her.
Oh.
She sells out every show. She's amazing. She's just an amazing person, a humanitarian, everything. I just want to hug her. I just want to hug her and hold her and say, never gonna let you go. I'm gonna hold you in my arms forever. Okay, got it out.
That was not planned, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm going to take Pink off the screen.
Yeah, get her out of my sight.
Because it's doing things that I've never seen in you before. So let's stop that immediately.
You asked me. I told you.
Okay, so I didn't pull up a picture of this artist, but you have an unwarranted and hatred for Taylor Swift.
I do.
Why?
She's a little snotbag that got picked last in dodgeball and now is taking it out on the world with crappy music.
See, guys, we're, 4 minutes into the show? There's got to be a running time. 8 minutes. We made it 8 minutes into the show. And now Frankie's already hated number one. Public enemy number one.
Well, let me say this.
Let me say this.
I've been public enemy number one in the past. I did try to get myself out of that role. Of course, I don't know. I could still be there, but here's the thing: it doesn't matter to me. I'm allowed to have my opinion, and Taylor Swift doesn't have a body like Pink.
But it has nothing to do with her body. I wouldn't think.
She's not strong.
You just and when I'm correct 100% when I say unwarranted hatred of Taylor Swift.
Hate's a strong word.
Okay.
I don't hate her. I just don't like her.
Okay.
That's a lot better.
Unwarranted dislike.
Thank you.
Of Taylor Swift. Okay. So we've backed it down. Hey Deb, glad to see you too. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that Frankie doesn't offend you to the point where you feel like you can no longer hold your lunch, because that's where I'm at. 9 minutes in now. All right.
Who's counting?
I don't know why those are the two things that I wanted to talk about first with you. There's so much more that I could pick on or highlight, but we'll get to that over the course of however many shows this ends up being. I do want to get to our guest because there's a lot of topical things. And we won't do this with every guest. Sometimes the guests will have a focused interview where we talk about whatever craft it is that they're doing. But sometimes they're just going to join the party. And our first guest ever on the show, I'm very thankful for him. Go ahead and bring him up. His name is Russell Wishman. But in the others, here at home, we just call him Uncle Russ because he is, in fact, my uncle. He plays Uncle Russ on Two Marks and a Spark with Ben Shrewsbury. Russ, you guys just came back together for, I don't even know what, it's like episode, it's really high, it's almost 200, right?
Pretty close, yeah. We've been doing it for about 3 years, I guess.
So tell us a little bit about Two Marks and a Spark, and since it's newly happened yesterday, tell us a little bit about that.
All right. Well, Two Marks and a Spark, it's just what it says. I have no, expertise or knowledge of the wrestling business. I just approach everything as a fan. I watch most of what's out there available critically. Try to analyze it. We talk about it. We have a lot of fun. Uh, I'm old school, uh, older fan. Started watching back in the late '60s when I was about 10 or 11. Ben's younger. He knows all of the new guys. So surprisingly, we agree more than we disagree, but we do occasionally have some fun disagreeing about stuff. And overall, we don't take anything too seriously.
Well, so you would say Two Marks on a Spark is a wrestling fan show.
Yes, a fan show definitely.
All right, where you
No,
just
no insider knowledge or any of that bullshit.
yeah, same here. There's no
Right,
insider knowledge
right.
anywhere in Lock 22. We'll just go that route. We prefer to have no knowledge on anything that we talk about because then there's no need for accountability. There's no need for rules. There's no need for any of that.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah. So okay, you also. I mean, you're just an old school nerd. Let's put it that way.
sure.
And I mean that in the most loving sense of the word nerd. You collect comic books,
Yes, I
but I
do.
also notice that the room that you're in is your office, out
Yes,
of which you sell comic books.
right. Lock 22 sellers. Uh,
So, and you do that with Major Tom, yes?
right, with Major Tom, who is my brother. And we have, an awful lot of comic books for sale if you want to check them out. A
And
little bit of everything,
that's on eBay, yeah.
right?
Under Lock 22 Sellers. Boy, I should have had your logo ready to go, shouldn't I? That's
Hardback
on.
books, a lot of science fiction, a few first editions in there. Not a lot of super old comics, Bronze and Copper Age, a lot of the modern stuff.
So I brought you up here. Obviously, we'll talk more about you and what you do and all of that. But I wanted to get started in some conversation because one of the things. Thank you, Frankie. One of the things that we're going to be doing on this show is relaying information to you about things that happened on specific dates. Today is January 5th. So I would like to take a moment of time to give happy birthdays to some of the well-known people on the planet. Uh, I don't. The first one is huge, and I'm glad that you're here because his name is George Reeves.
Hmm.
Now, George Reeves lived from 1914 until 1959. That's not a long time, all right. And he obviously is famous for his role as Superman. Isn't it weird? Reeves. The very next one, yeah, it's a weird thing. Anyway, he died young. The circumstances surrounding his death were incredibly uh, mysterious. Do you know? Can you educate our viewers on a little bit of maybe of that?
Just a little bit, I haven't studied the whole case a lot. I just know that it was believed for quite a long time that he had committed suicide, but there is evidence that he may have been shot. There was a cover up. Uh, a lot of what was publicly believed was because of the media coverage. So it was widely believed that he was depressed and unhappy in his role as Superman, would regretted doing it. Uh, not these things are widely disputed by people that worked with him. They said no, it wasn't true at all. Uh, can't remember all the details. I know there was a film done about it, but uh, George Reeves, he liked the ladies and he liked to get around, as they say. He apparently had quite a few girlfriends, and his death could have been related to one of these women or a jealous man.
Hmm.
Hollywood
Uh,
Man, I believe, was the name of the film. It's worth taking a look at.
what was the name of the film?
Hollywood Land.
Oh yes, yes, I have seen that. Ben Affleck, right?
Yes, I
Oh,
think that it's my personal favorite in the role of the character. Of course,
what's it called?
the first I saw.
Hollywoodland.
No, George Reeves was at that time when I was a kid, the episodes were in syndicated reruns. They'd come on right after school. So that was my first exposure to the character. And then later I found some Superman comic books at my grandma's house and kind of just took off from there.
Is he the greatest superhero, Superman?
Well, I don't know if greatest, he's my favorite.
All right, guys, what's your favorite superhero? That's something that I definitely want to know because I know we're going to get some Spider-Mans in there. I know we'll get some Batmans in there. And then we'll definitely get some people that are just too cool for school and have to pick someone like, Orko from He-Man is my favorite superhero. And I'll be
Right, there you go.
okay, then. Party on, Wayne. Right?
Party on, Garth.
All right, so George Reeves, happy birthday. Whatever happened to you, sir? You were an icon of your time, and sad that you're passed on. Speaking of also passed on, today would have been Diane Keaton's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
She passed away. She was born in 1946, and she passed away last year, 2025. So that's a recent one. She's also an icon. Dude, this next one, 94 years young today. Happy birthday, Robert Duvall. Let's
Sweet.
go.
My favorite
that guy.
actor. My favorite actor.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Look at that fucking face, you guys.
I know.
What a strong jaw. What a great, yeah, he's a great actor. I love that man. Happy birthday, Robert Duvall. And then we have, this guy you might not know. Do you know who this is?
That's Clancy Brown, isn't it?
That is Clancy Brown. Clancy
Wow.
Brown played, yeah, good job, Uncle Russ. Clancy Brown played the hardest screw to ever walk a turn on Shawshank.
Yeah.
That's right. He was the guard, the prison guard
Oh,
on Shawshank.
the asshole?
Yes. Yes. We can say that on here. He was, in fact, an asshole on this movie.
And he
One
cried
of the
when he
greatest
got
movies of all
handcuffs.
time. One of the greatest movies of all time.
Played Kurgan in the first, when the one that played Kurgan in the first Highlander film.
Absolutely. And what a lot of people don't know, he plays the voice of Mr. Crab on SpongeBob SquarePants.
I had no idea.
Everyone knows that.
Now you do. And that's why you watch this show. That's why the 41 people that are watching this show right now, they get some education. This is not just... go ahead, Frankie. Say what's
Yeah,
on
I
your
was going to
mind.
say something real quick out of script. Everybody out there listening and viewing, if you could do us a huge favor, like and share this broadcast, that would be sweet. Wherever you may be watching on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or X, formerly known as Twitter. Thank you.
Formerly known as Twitter. It's still Twitter, okay?
It is.
No matter what anybody says, it's still Twitter. Give me a hell yeah in the comments if you agree. All right, we got a Wonder Woman. Someone loves Wonder Woman. Deb Upcroft loves Wonder Woman. I just want to get that into the show. Thank you for commenting as we requested. Clancy Brown, happy fucking birthday, my friend. Next up, we have turns 56 years old today.
Woo.
It's Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson. All right, we got some more from X right now saying hell yeah. It will be always be Twitter. Anyway, Marilyn Manson, he this is, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm going to say it as though it's a fact. This is Paul from the Wonder Years. Frankie, did you know that?
Yes.
Paul Fife from the Wonder Years. I can
Yeah.
see it. I can see it.
Or perhaps it's his clone, you know.
He was on Sons of Anarchy.
So, for those of you in the chat that are like, that's not Paul from... No shit, okay? No shit. That's not
I
Paul
understand
from
he's
the Wonder Years.
performing again after he's performing again. And reportedly, in a lot better shape, doing better.
Well, he looks pretty rough here.
Well,
And I think this was like 20 years ago, so he was
Sure.
only like 40 or like 35 or something like that. But
Well, he did do
He-
prison time in Sons of Anarchy, so that kind
he
of
did, and he was also blamed for the shooting in Columbine because they listened to his music.
Well, of
So
course.
that obviously meant that he was responsible for that.
You listen to rock and roll and you get brainwashed, and and it's like kill for Satan.
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean,
rough.
who wouldn't hear the
You
beautiful
know.
people, and then just go on a killing spree, right?
He
In
does
fact,
have some pretty sweet songs.
Yeah,
I
he's got a
agree.
lot of good
I'm not a
stuff.
huge fan of Marilyn Manson, but I've always I've at least admired the way he speaks about his beliefs on, he's like, I didn't do this, whatever. Anyway, he's 56. Happy birthday, Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
All right.
Good for him.
And then the youngest birthday we have, and it's funny that I'm just gonna bring it up. He's 51 today. This is Bradley Cooper,
Falling.
Philadelphia Eagles fan. I brought up this picture of him because he's more machine than man now,
Took a lot of Adderall.
like Darth Vader. Speaking of Adderall, if you need some, reach out to me because I have a source for you.
Yeah, that's not illegal.
I'm sure it is, but whatever. Take us down. Take us down right now. 21 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
What has he got?
Oh.
He's got Botox. And let's talk about Botox for a second, you guys.
I've used it.
You have not.
Yes, for headaches, migraine headaches.
You injected it?
They do pinpoint injections in your neck area if you got
Okay, but
chronic
Can we
migraine.
agree that-
multiple uses, Damon. Multiple
If you
uses.
do this over a period of time, it becomes obvious.
I mean, look at how beautiful I am. It's obviously done some stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's done great things.
I don't
for
care
you.
who disagrees. I think I'm a beautiful
Done
man.
great things for you.
Yes.
Can we agree that it becomes obvious though?
If
Over
you
time?
inject it in your eyes and lips enough, yeah,
Maybe
sure.
maybe that'll fix my what do you call it? I don't even
Face?
Bell's palsy. My face. Yeah. No, and for those of you that are wondering, I got hit with Bell's palsy,
How do you
and
get
so
hit with
like
it?
my face is like
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. I feel
Yeah.
Do you drool on yourself?
I did that before. To be fair,
that's
I mean
all right.
that's not a good indicator. Of
That's what I do
anything.
when I see pink pictures.
All right, so we got laser resurfacing. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I know what that means.
What does it mean?
Gets rid of wrinkles. They laser little
Resurfacing?
suckers. Yeah, they resurface it's like sandpaper.
All right,
But laser.
filler. I kind of think I know what that means.
Yeah. It's like putting putty on an old car,
Yep.
Eyelid surgery. Who gets eyelid surgery?
People that are really weird.
So you think Bradley Cooper's a weirdo?
I don't know.
Well, he does sing a song with Lady Gaga, which is cool.
Okay. Do you
Well,
have?
that's
do I
all
need
right.
to
Does
mark
he
down
sing
that
it-
you have an
Does he sing
unwarranted
anything with
hatred?
Pink?
Yeah. Do I need to mark down an unwarranted hatred of Lady Gaga as well?
No, she's my backup plan to Pink, actually.
Yeah. Hey, you never even mentioned what a great voice Pink had. What a
Oh, she's a-
fantastic
Of course
voice.
he didn't, because that's not what he's.
Thanks,
I mean-
Uncle.
Worried
No,
about.
thanks, Uncle Russ.
Yeah.
Because she does have a beautiful voice.
Oh, yeah.
She's amazing. I let her sing me to sleep every night. And
Does she,
lullabies.
Frankie? Does she have a wonderful voice?
Oh God, I would want her to serenade me all day.
Yeah, that song. Just give me a reason, just a little. reason.
We're not broken, baby.
My favorite kind is that the duet she did with Steven Tyler on one of her early
Yeah,
albums. That is beautiful.
Uncle Russ, you like Pink too?
Yes.
Yes. Sweet.
I don't know that we can do hashtag Pink. Oh, she did this song with Nate Roos
Yeah.
from Fun.
This is her voice. Oh my God.
Dude,
Put her picture
yeah,
get back
What a great. Yeah, I can do that. What a great.
Put a whole bunch of pictures of her up there.
You could have done it too, you dipwad.
See, find one of the pictures where she's hanging from the trapeze thing,
Yeah.
Frankie's on it.
I'd have
Remember,
one in my
Frankie,
house.
it has to be a JPEG to go into the thing.
JPEG. Hey, when I have them come put one in my house, I'll be like, make sure it's JPEG.
All right, this is fantastic. All right, let's move on. I have a lot of different questions for you guys.
Oh boy.
But happy birthday to those folks. We're going to try and do that every show, highlight some people. And they don't always have to be famous. If it's somebody that I know that's having a birthday, I'll tell you happy birthday as well. I just got to know about it. And I mean,
Yeah, message in your birthdays.
message in your birthdays.
Drop them in the
'Cause
comments.
I frequently, I have a nice, look at this planner that I have for this year. I have all my
Pretty.
birthdays written in
Going
it.
green over there, huh?
All my birthdays written in it, and
Got my birthday in there. If you don't, I'm just gonna quit right now.
really?
Yeah, I'll be out.
Guys, you hear all I have to do is not have Frankie's birthday in here and I'll quit the show.
I'll give her. Send me a box that gets the crap
I'm
beat
like,
out of it.
that's
on the
all I
way.
have to do? Shit. All right. I do not have your birthday in here.
Okay, bye.
Actually, July 31st.
Thank you. Phew! You almost lost your co-star.
July 31st.
You everybody hear that?
Get him no presents.
I got Venmo. I got Cash App.
Oh, yeah. We will, obviously, I'm not asking anybody to support the show. I like that somebody's giving us anger, though.
This is
You
because
see
I don't
that?
like
That
Taylor
we got
Swift.
some anger stuff. Oh, yeah, probably. It was definitely you.
I
and
know
not
who
me.
it was.
It's definitely you and not me.
I know
But,
who's angry.
Okay, no, that's good.
I do.
Keep giving him the angry face
Bring it.
because he has an irrational hatred for Taylor, just like
Thank
Taylor
you.
Swift.
Because hate's a
Okay.
strong word.
All right, but no, obviously, this show has zero budget right now. But that I want that to change because, not that Russ isn't a quality guest, but we want to have guests that from all spectrums. And I'm telling everybody right now, if you're watching this and you want to be a guest for any reason, you don't have to own a company. You don't have to, just be a person that wants to talk to us. That's really all you have to do, and we will get you on the schedule. We got some awesome guests coming up. Actually, Wednesday's guest is going to be, and what's weird is Frankie and I do 3 shows. Well, Frankie does 3 shows on Wednesdays
Oh,
now. So tomorrow night, we're going to pre-record Matthew Blevin's show, and we're going to play it live Wednesday at this time, so that we can just have a little time off on Wednesday. But Matthew Blevins is a comedian that, and he's been at it like almost a decade now, and he's hilarious. So that'll be a fun show. Tune in for that, guys. I got lots more about what happened today over the course of history, but I got some other things that I want to talk about. Russ, you love comic books, and I'm sure
Yes,
that
sir.
you brought a couple things in that you want to talk about. Are these
Sure.
things that you have for sale, or just things that you love that you want to talk about right now?
These are just things that I love.
right.
I'll
Give
go
me
through
one.
them real quick. At one time I used to go to the local comic book store every week. Those days are long gone. In 2025, I went to the local comic book shop a total of 2 times.
No.
I tend
so
to
the
buy.
intervention worked.
Yeah, there you go. And it's starting to sell off my collection. My wife is very, very pleased. But I tend to buy things that are a little bit off the. Here's a good example: Melvin Monster by John Stanley, humor strip. It was published by Dell back in the early '60s. John Stanley is considered one of the greatest cartoonists of that era. Most famous for Little Lulu, which he did in the 40s and 50s. Melvin the Monster hit right when the monster craze of the 60s was starting to rev up, and he just had the excellent comedic timing, very, very well done. Pick this up for half price. Always go to the half price shelf. Sometimes these are returns, and the stuff that's been sitting there forever that most people don't like, that's what I go for.
Can I ask you a question on Melvin Monster? What's the premise there?
Well, he's a little kid, and he's named Melvin, and he's a monster with green skin, like Frankenstein, and his mom and dad are monsters, and he has wacky adventures. It's like Dennis
so-
the Menace or Leave It to Beaver, but monsters, like the little Munster kids.
Okay.
And very excellent comedic timing. It's very rare that a comic strip will actually make me laugh out loud, but his stuff could do it. His Little Lulu stuff too. I got some of that. That's classic.
All right, folks.
Example.
Melvin Monster. Put it on your read list. What else you got?
This is Kingdom Come, great DC novel, but mainly I want to talk about the format. This is DC Compact Comics. These are the exact same size as the manga. Manga's been out in bookstores, has been outselling comic books in comic book shops for decades. DC finally got smart. These are manga sized reprints of their best work. They're $9.99. They're compact and they're cheap. They are available at bookstores like Barnes and Noble, etc. In the first year of this, they have become it's about the biggest selling line. They're selling more comic books now through non-comic book shop stores by diversifying the market. It's good work. Mark Wade and Alex Ross, Kingdom Come. It's a great Superman story about the future, very dystopian, dark and violent. But the main thing is I'm interested in the business side of comics and always have been, and just the change in the marketing strategy. If comic books are going to survive, they have to get past only appealing to comic book nerds like myself, because we're barely keeping the business alive when comics are $3.99 a pop for an average comic. There's no way it's going to survive, especially when DC is owned by Warner Brothers and Marvel is owned by Disney. And if those assets ever stop making big money, they're just going to be sold off.
Yeah.
And devalued. Number 3, DC line. This is their answer to the Marvel Epic line. These are reprints. Blue Beetle. This is a Charlton character that DC acquired when they bought the rights to the DC Charlton characters. Most of those characters went on to become characters used in The Watchmen. They changed them, and that became The Watchmen. Blue Beetle, obscure origins. Nobody's 100% sure who created him originally. This has got the public domain stuff from the 60s. The thing I like about this is that the first half is drawn by Tony Tallarico, one of my favorite comic book artists, who's widely considered to be one of the worst comic book artists of all time. Everybody hates him. They can't stand his stuff.
Oh,
he's one of my favorites. So
sounds like he and Frankie have something in common.
So that's just an example. My wife is into it too. She reads a lot less of the superhero stuff, and she's more into the more literate type stuff. Actual graphic novels. This type of thing.
Well, she looks at the pictures only. I do that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Dude, I think the last comic series I read was the new G.I. Joe. And that would have been like, I don't know, 2008 maybe.
Okay, right.
So I'm a little bit out of touch with comic
I've never
books.
read a comic book.
Really? Have you read
Never.
a book?
I've read tons of books. I was in college,
Yes, you were in college, yes.
I made the dean's list a couple times.
The dean's list?
Yeah, but yeah, got certificates and everything.
Wow.
Good
I
deal.
think that's very...
I was in college too. I was in there.
Yeah, you showed up.
Yeah, I showed up. Some people flunk out and some people drop out. I've done both.
It's like I saw a couple classrooms.
I sat in the back corner because when I would fart, then it would just clean the house.
Really?
I did it once, yeah. It was awesome.
All right. Have you ever used Febreze to cover a fart?
No, because then it smells like citrus.
Citrus?
Yeah.
That's a new word, folks.
No, it's not.
Shit. Where has it ever been used before?
Well, have you ever gone to, like you go into a friend's house or a party somewhere and someone goes in the bathroom and lights it up and they spray the air freshener and you walk in, you can still smell the poo, but it just has a little bit of a smell of goodness.
That's right.
Citrus.
And you say
See,
that's
Uncle Russ knows. I like you, Uncle
It
Russ.
smells like a stinky ass fart mixed with like morning breeze.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell morning breeze smells like.
This segment of the Dames Marvs
spring
Show
morning.
brought to you by
Citrus.
Febreze.
There you go. I like the apple cinnamon flavor it does.
Oh.
Right.
It's
got
not
a twang
flavored,
to it.
Russ. You
Well,
don't eat it, okay?
Oh,
You
no,
don't.
you know what I mean.
Do not eat
Yeah.
this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Well, it's just like that strawberry shampoo. I know you're not supposed to, but I can't help taking a sip now and
Oh
then.
my
You know,
God.
It's like
It smells-
chapstick. I hate
smells so
chapstick.
good.
You
There
guys
you
are
go.
out of control. All right, guys. Let's talk about meat for a minute.
About what? Meat?
We're gonna talk about meat for a minute.
All
All
right.
right. You guys will notice on this show there's no direction really.
It's all
I
right.
just have notes of things that I want to talk about, and it hits me at whatever moment it hits me. Some of these things will never hit me. Like I don't want to use that one for an example, but men and feelings. Is it okay for men to tell each other that you love them?
Yeah.
That's not occurring to me right now. But I'm just saying it's on my notes. Someday it might. I might bring it up. But I want to talk about meats. Okay?
Meat.
Now, this is a meeting. So you could consider this a meeting to talk about meats.
What?
So I'm using meat in two different terms here. We've met, past tense, in this meeting to talk about meat. My question, and I'm sorry, vegetarians. I'm not really sorry. You're the ones missing out. It's okay. You're probably healthier and will live longer, blah, 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 blah. But I will be
Nope.
happier.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. That's true.
Protein.
Okay. If you could only keep one of the following three, and I don't want you to answer right away, okay? Do not answer right away. Give it some fucking thought to this, okay, people? You can only choose one forever, okay? And I'm going to set the table here, and Frankie, shut up about this because I already know what you're going to say. You can have all the seafood choices forever and ever, ever to pair with this other meat. But I'm going the big three here. And you can have lamb, because that's not on here. So you got seafood and lamb that you will always be able to have with this. I suppose if you want to, you can have pigeons and squirrels and shit like that too. But we're talking the big three. You got pork, you got chicken, and you've got beef. Let's talk about what we would keep forever. You can only have one, and then what you're throwing away. Russ, I'm coming to you first. Thought-provokingly, out of those three, pork, chicken, beef, which one would you retain forever, knowing that you could never eat the other two ever again? Go.
Beef.
Beef. Okay. What made you say beef?
Because I like the taste the best. That's it. The
Interesting.
taste, the texture,
Okay.
the smell, the versatility of it.
All right. Before we make arguments, Frankie, are you a beef, chicken, or pork?
Beef.
Dude, I feel like I'm beef too. I feel like the three of us are all on beef. Now let's talk
Beef.
about why. Let's talk about why. And if you're watching and you are different, please let us know, because I want to know how you're giving up tacos. You're giving up steak. You're giving up ribeye, porterhouse, New York
Hamburgers.
strip, hamburgers. You're giving up just carne asada. You're giving up Wellington,
Salisbury steak.
Salisbury steak,
It's one of my favorites.
beef hot dogs. Are
Oh,
the best
yeah.
hot dogs.
Exactly.
Yes.
Is pepperoni beef?
Can be.
It's lips and butthole.
That's right, mostly.
That's hot dogs.
Oh yeah, that's hot dogs. Never mind.
I think the pepperoni, I think it's floor sweeping because it's saltpeter.
Yeah.
Okay. It's delicious, whatever it is.
I don't care
Well,
what's in it.
somebody tell us what pepperoni is. Is it pork or is it beef or is it a combination? Because if it's a combination, you can make it out of all beef. All right, let's just be real. But you'd be giving up bacon, guys. That's huge.
Yeah, well,
That's huge. I don't know that I want to do that, but it's not enough to take me off of beef. Roast beef, dude. Frankie, you're muted or something.
Do you want to know what's in pepperoni?
I what? Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Pepperoni is a spicy, cured sauce made from ground pork, beef, seasoned with paprika, chili peppers, garlic, and other spices. Then it's fermented and dried. There you go.
All right, so you brought up something that now is going to make me obviously
Puke?
ask you, why don't you like pepperoni?
I love pepperoni.
It's fermented. You told me last night that you don't like anything that's fermented.
I
Cream
didn't
cheese,
say that.
cottage cheese. You did.
No, I said
And-
I don't like certain fermented items. I never said pepperoni.
You said I don't like fermented shit was your exact terminology.
Okay, well,
You're not getting out of that.
pepperoni isn't. I don't know. It's different than yogurt.
You had the keys in your hand. You turned the ignition and you read the word out loud that it's fermented. You could have left that out,
I should have.
but you didn't. So now I'm taking pepperoni from you. It's
I don't
out.
care.
It's out. All right. So thank you for looking that up, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is what he's here for, guys. He's lovely to look at.
Thanks.
He is single, by the way.
Yeah,
He does have Adderall for sale too.
dude.
Yeah.
Yes, he's my source. If that's who you're wondering.
I
So,
should
you need it-
have a little bit of that Adderall on hand, because if I ever say anything really, really egregiously outrageous on the air, I could say, well, it was the Adderall.
Well,
you
hit
know,
me up, folks, because
I had a Roseanne moment.
We have an agreement that I get 30% of the proceeds. So
Yeah,
hit me up. I'll
FBI,
face any legal,
open up.
Any legal troubles go through me. That's fine. Here we go. You'd be giving up chicken tenders. You'd be giving up chicken nuggets, chicken tacos, El Pastor with the pork, ribs.
Ooh,
I mean, I know beef ribs are good,
St. Louis style.
but pork ribs I mean, a lot of sausages are gone forever.
It's okay.
No more pork rinds.
Oh,
I'll eat cheeseburgers every day for the rest of my life. I mean
no
that,
more
by the way,
pork
everybody.
belly.
No more Rocky Mountain oysters.
Ooh,
Okay, that's
Of course,
fine.
you can't eat. You can, of course, I have eaten cow testicles too, so that would not be a problem.
phew, that's impressive.
I just puked in my mouth a little.
Pretty much. I thought of Chevy
Wait.
Chase in the movie Funny.
You
Farm.
guys, I've always thought there's one food on the planet that I won't eat, and it's Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
But if someone handed me a whole beef testicle, and like sushi, I got past by
Dip
like
it
I
in
could put the
Miracle
whole
Whip.
thing in my mouth at once. But if I had like a testicle like this big, I don't know. I would be worried that it would squirt.
Oh no. It's just like tender white meat. You know, the texture can be a little creamy.
That's
Dude,
disgusting.
you're talking about eating balls.
What does it come with the sack? Or
No.
No, that would be two.
yeah, but
They take them out.
they take them out. Okay, it's still disgusting.
You guys are nasty. Anyway,
You brought it up.
no, Russ brought it up.
I did.
Okay.
That was my fault.
We put him back in the guest box.
Anyway, back to the beef.
Back in the
Get out of
basement.
here. Get out of here.
All right.
All right. So what else are we missing, guys? Chicken feet, chicken gizzards,
Ugh.
hearts.
It's disgusting.
I mean,
Heart
like they're not my
gizzards,
favorite
liver,
thing, but
chicken livers.
chicken gizzards every once in a while.
Yeah, I like eating that fish bait.
Dude, they got like that cartilage crunch.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Delightful. It's delightful.
Just-
Frankie.
just plain old fried chicken. No more chicken and waffles.
No more chicken and waffles. I mean, bye bye.
It's okay.
Chicken sandwich. Chicken parm.
You could make beef parm.
No chicken
You
salad.
could make eggplant parm. There's other parms, but chicken parm is kind of. I mean, so
Pretty good.
there's a lot of stuff that you. I mean, think about it, guys. We got another beef. Deb says she's on the beef.
Good.
I get it.
Thanks, Deb.
I'm looking for Oppo right now. Is there anybody that would pick anything other than beef, or is beef just like clearly the dominant one? And I say that probably eating more chicken than I do beef or pork in my everyday life. But if I was saddled with the burden of only ever eating one,
Sure.
I can't justify anything other than beef.
Oh, I think a lot of people eat more chicken just because it's cheaper. You know,
Yeah,
beef is
well, and pork
very
is really
expensive.
cheap. Pork is cheap here in the
Yes.
Midwest. Also, beef is expensive as shit everywhere.
I love beef.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like it. I mean, even if you went chicken as your choice, you could still eat bison, but bison isn't going to give you everything that a cow would the same way. It just wouldn't. Or reindeer or something like that.
Well, hey, here's a question for you. They're not eating here, but they're eating just about every place else in the world. What about horse meat?
Ugh.
Would that count?
Have you ever had it?
Not that I know
Like
of.
you said that and I instantly got diarrhea.
Not that I know of. I understand that it can be depending on how it's prepared. It can be pretty good.
Ugh.
Well, I imagine like you could even make cats taste good
That's
or
disgusting.
dogs,
I wonder what a cat tastes like.
but I'm not going to ever advocate for that.
I won't
like-
go there.
No, I wouldn't advocate for that either. I don't think people should start eating domesticated animals.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. How could you eat him?
Here,
You sure?
that's pretty mean. That's
Look
a
at
cute
it.
little
Look at
husky.
you guys.
It looks like
Oh,
it looks like it's humping its mom's face.
Is this food to you?
Not to me.
No.
Is this food to some people?
Some
People-
people, yeah.
How about this guy?
Oh.
Frankie's like, I would eat that one.
That looks like AI.
Well, the bows are AI, clearly, but
Exactly. Look at those eyeballs.
What a
I would
cutie.
never pick that cat. That's an ugly cat.
what a cutie.
Very ugly.
All right, who's right and wrong? Is this an ugly cat or a cute cat? And that reminds me, people, I would love for you to send in pictures of your pets that we can put on the show.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do cute pets every day. Frankie's got a cute pet.
Yeah, I do.
At least he thinks it's cute.
She's awesome.
What's her name?
Penny. Penny Lane.
You just got Penny. Penny's new to you.
Yes.
No replacement. You can never
Nope.
replace.
Sister of.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Same,
Yes.
wow. Tell the story, please.
All right. So I got this dog a couple years ago. His name was Willie, Boston Terrier. And he was born with an eye defect, so I named him One-Eyed Willie. Well, this past October, he passed away. He had a seizure and passed away. And the people that I got Willie from had his sister, and they felt horrible and awful and everything. And they gifted me his sister, Penny. She's got one blue eye, one brown eye. She's beautiful.
And
She's a
you
great
brought
dog.
her home basically
Sunday night.
the day after Christmas.
Oh,
2
okay,
days after
wonderful.
Look at this. Well, last Sunday. So on the 28th.
4 days after Christmas.
Yep.
So, that's awesome.
She's beautiful.
Long live Penny, and I'm sure that he'll hold her up at some point during one of these shows at some point. But
Yeah, she's sawing right now.
the only dog that I care about right now is the Chicago
Oh.
dog.
You
Oh.
bastard.
You guys, look
Come
at
on
that.
now.
Look at
That's
this.
Look at this hot dog.
This is potentially the most masterful food ever constructed. You've got an all beef hot dog. You've got yellow mustard. You've got lightning green relish. You've got diced onions. You got sport peppers, which are not hot. They can be a little hot, but they're not hot in this context. Thank you, Frankie. You've got a pickle spear, celery salt, tomatoes on a poppy seed roll. You guys, this is something we're going to talk about on every show.
What's in the relish though? What'd you call it? I'm not familiar.
Electric green Chicago style relish. In order to have an authentic Chicago
What's it
dog-
made? What is it? It doesn't have any avocados or anything in it like that in it, does it?
No, it's just here you go.
All right. There you go.
Don't ask me why I had this all ready to go.
Looks like
But
diarrhea in a jar.
That is a gallon jar of Chicago
Mrs.
style
Mrs.
green
Klein.
relish, and this is $26 on Amazon. Okay,
If you
Or
buy
how-
a gallon of
What
relish,
size? 1 gallon. Okay.
this is
a lot of
$26 on Amazon.
it's a lot of damn relish.
Look, just get it through your skulls that this is the Dames Marvs / Chicago Dog Show. That's what it is. We're gonna
Anybody
be
out there
talking-
listening, what's your favorite hot dog and where does it come from?
We will be, yeah. I mean, we got the Seattle dog, which is cream cheese and onions, grilled onions. Right?
That sounds good.
Who's jerking off?
He's
Sorry.
his Santa beard is
Oh,
itchy.
it's like somebody's jerking off or
I'm
something.
sorry about that. I apologize for the audio.
Put that
there.
pink picture back up.
Yeah. Frankie's like, yada, 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 yada,
Yeah, blah.
yada. All right. Yes, I did my work beforehand and I had relish ready to pull up.
That's weird.
So, but yes, I don't know what makes it
I'll
electric.
try it. I have not tried it, but I will try anything once. Just about.
I'm sure that it tastes exactly like regular relish. I think they just use.
I've done
just
that,
food
Russ.
It
I've
looks
tried
very-
everything once until I got a bad rash.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding.
There you go. Well, that green color on that relish, that just looks like an unusual shade of green for something to eat, you know. It doesn't look like any food I've ever eaten. That's a weird shade, like emerald green. I'm not emerald green fruit. It makes me wonder when it's got like plastic in it or something. You know?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't want to overwhelm people with information on because we literally and we will be talking about Chicago dogs on every show.
Yes.
Until we make them live and eat them on the show. That will happen.
I'll have to drive 40
So
hours.
I will give you guys the story of it's for another day.
All right.
But there is a reason that it is electric green. There's a reason that's part of the Chicago dog. I will give you that history. But that's just another. I mean, right now you guys are like, when's the next show? We got to know that, right? I get it. I get it. All right.
69, man.
So we're all on beef. You guys in the comments are on beef. I haven't seen anybody else say anything else. But I love it. I love that we all agreed on something and we weren't too I mean bacon was the best argument against, right?
But there is beef bacon. I've used
There
it.
is, but let's be honest. It's like a beef rib. It's
Not
really,
really.
good, but it's not the same as a rib. Like
Tastes pretty bacony.
Does it?
Yeah, I used to wrap fillets in it when I was an executive chef. I used to take beef bacon and wrap it around those suckers, and it came out really good.
Tell you what, Damon, you just get a little artificial bacon flavored seasoning and sprinkle that on your food.
There you go.
The soy bacon bits?
I'll eat those right out of the jar.
I mean, look,
They're
there
good.
is something to that, but you're never going to be able to replace bacon, right?
That's right.
You just
Just
can't.
the smell, the
Does chicken have a
Nice.
bacon? I know that's a weird question, but is
Turkey
there
does.
something in the chicken? See, I knew you were going to say that, but I don't mean chicken bacon. I mean, does chicken have a bacon? Like a thing that makes it like,
Probably not.
oh, I should rethink this. Okay, next question. Is chicken the last? Is pork ahead of chicken? Since we
Yes.
agree on beef,
yeah.
would you take pork over chicken or chicken over pork?
Okay,
Pork.
I got
On
an
pork.
answer.
Go ahead.
Yes, in fact, there is chicken bacon. It's very popular. It's an alternative to pork. It's made from chicken, usually the thighs, seasoned, sliced very thin, and often wood smoked to mimic the taste and texture, offering, ready, everyone, a lower fat, lower sodium option for breakfast, sandwiches, or salads.
There you go.
Bam.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie J. That's why he's on the show. That's why he's here. He can bust out the things that, like, here's the thing. Like, when we're prepping for the show, and I say we're prepping for the show, it's really me prepping for the show. He just shows up, and he can do these little things that are nice for me.
I could do other things.
He's had no responsibility whatsoever about what he doesn't even know what we're going to talk about when I bring it up. So
Bacon.
anyone that ever accuses the show of being scripted can eat a dick. Eat a dick. Because we're
That's
not.
weird.
It's not. Well, it's mean, is what.
I
it
bet you
is,
people eat dicks off animals.
right? I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Do you think he ate dicks?
I mean, I don't think he didn't.
I have no evidence to prove that he did, but I bet he did.
I bet he tried.
Things I know, but I don't really know.
When he got
Wait,
past
what
the
is it?
mannequin
Things that I
stage.
don't know. Things that I don't know, but I really do know. Jeffrey Dahmer, ladies and gentlemen, ate dicks.
When he upgraded from the mannequins, sure.
There you
Oh
go.
my goodness. Oh
That
my
was
goodness.
a weird dude. What a weird guy that.
Uncle Russ.
He was a real jerk, wasn't he? That
What
Jeffrey
was
Dahmer.
Uncle Russ? Focus. What was the greatest toy of your childhood?
Toy.
Toy.
Just pick out one.
I mean, you can cite several, but give me what was the first thing that came to your mind? What was the greatest toy of your? Okay, while Russ is thinking about this, Frankie, you need to be thinking about this too. But in
already
the of the viewers watching, what are some of your favorite toys? Let us know in the chat what your favorite toys growing up were. Go ahead, Russ.
Yeah, I remember getting a red wagon when I was a little kid. That was a
Those
real
were
big
sweet.
deal. Yep.
That was
Real,
a big
real
one
young.
for a lot of people, right?
Real young.
yeah.
Then a
Video
little bit later,
flyer,
I
baby.
remember a big deal, and this was after I started seeing the cartoons on TV. They came out, Kenner Toy Company. Kenner, give a show projector. Had these film slides with cartoon panels and with a light bulb projector. You slide them through there and the blocks were formed like a comic strip. You could project pictures on your wall. And there's Huckleberry Hound and Yogi Bear that was kind of fun. I remember that, but they don't last very long because the little cardboard slides of the film they get messed up and broken real easy. So to find one of those that is in really really good workable condition is very expensive because most of those toys never survived the kids.
Yeah. Got to reach out to American Pickers. They might have one.
Well, yeah, they find fucking everything, dude.
They love Radio Flyer.
Oh yeah, that was it. Radio Flyer. Yeah.
Yep. And then
That
they
was
came out with the rubber wheels. I was like, man, I wish I was a kid again.
Right. When I remember Tonka trucks, those were a big deal. My brother and I, Tom, we'd be out there digging in the dirt, hitting each other over the head with the trucks and fighting and
Jesus.
shit, And
It's crazy.
Mine was. You've seen the movie The Shining, I assume. He,
movie.
Danny Lloyd played Danny in the movie, and he was riding around on what was called a big wheeler, a big wheel,
Yep.
and I had that. It's like this little motorcycle tricycle that you pedal around. But the thing about this thing was, and you guys, if you guys are old like me, not you guys, but the people watching, you'll remember the big wheel had plastic wheels.
Yeah,
And it would
all
always
plastic
crack
parts.
right in the middle, and rocks would get inside the wheel,
Oh yeah.
and so you always had it sounded like popcorn
Yeah.
if you're riding around. Like he had the luxury of riding around in a hotel,
Right.
On carpet to wood, which is one of the coolest things in cinematic history is the sound when he goes off the carpet. It's like from carpet to wood. But if you're riding around outside in your neighborhood, like the rocks getting in there, it was a nightmare. And it would always peel out in the rocks so you couldn't go anywhere. What a disaster of a toy. Frankie, do you have one that you want to talk about?
My favorite toy was the cardboard car from Romper Room.
Explain.
You never saw Romper Room?
No.
Yeah, I remember it when I was very young.
Thank you, Russ. Russ, thank you. No, my
He
favorite
just
toy.
validated his whole life.
my favorite toy was it was called Constructs.
Okay, yeah, those were awesome.
Yeah, I used to build some badass stuff with those things.
Did you have this?
Oh, I love the Light Bright. Yes,
Never
I
had
still
one of
had
those,
one. I
but-
still have one, but I just don't have it with me.
Oh, we got to make the show logo on it and put it
Love
up
it.
behind you or something.
Those are
Look at how happy these bastards are.
Yeah.
I never had one.
You lost out.
Any of you remember a toy called the Spirograph?
Yes.
Is that kind of like a
Yes.
Magnadoodle?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a lot of Etch a
So what's
Sketch was another
Etch-a-Sketch,
Etch a Sketch.
Etch a Sketch
I'm-
pissed me off.
Oh, that was frustrating. I could never I never got good at it. You
I
know.
could make squares.
Dude, I got a story for you.
Yeah, man, that's about it. Yeah.
My first girlfriend in high school, she goes, "Dude, I'm not an Etch-a-Sketch."
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
A true story. I'm not kidding.
that's weird. You like boobs.
And I bet she's watching. So here's to you.
Here's to your
She's like,
boobs.
I remember saying that. I'm not an Etch-a-Sketch.
I had one I named Thumper.
Okay, I don't really.
True story.
Do I want to know the story?
I mean, you might. Why not?
I mean, is it sexist?
No.
You're
I
like,
don't know.
no, not really. Go ahead, tell it. Why not?
No.
No.
There was one time I had to always wake one up, ping, and I called it Thumper.
Oh, there you go. I get it.
Thanks, Russ.
Yep.
I'm glad you brought him on today.
Makes
You know what? He's
I
just
didn't make-
validating you, and I don't like it.
Hey, I'm not doing it on purpose.
Russ,
I do
I'm
that.
okay, right?
Yeah.
I grow on people like a fungus, man.
There you go.
All right, guys. It's the 5th of January.
Obviously.
We are now an hour into the show. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are. Russ, I don't know how long you intended to be here, but I wanted to get to this before.
I'm retired. I don't have no fucking schedule.
Neither do I.
All right, good to know. So you can just sell us when you want to leave because we're going to be here a bit. Yeah.
Right.
New Year's resolutions.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. Frankie was like, he's like, I don't want to talk about this. Don't ask me this. So I'm coming to him first. Frankie J.
What?
With the new year comes a time where you can kind of reset things.
Sure.
Right? And this is for everybody. You kind of get this thing where you can reset and feel like, all right, I have a chance to accomplish this again. Whereas starting in the middle of the year at something doesn't feel right. Did you have anything
Yes.
that you were like, this year I'm going to either like eliminate bad people from my life, or I'm going to start doing this. What do you got for me, sir? I asked you to think about this.
I don't have to. Can I be candid? Okay. My New Year's resolution is to figure out, once and for all, why every time I take a poop stain comes up on the bottom of the seat. I have direct aim. I can't figure it out.
Wait, this is mind blowing.
I don't
That this
splatter.
is-
It's controlled.
So no, I don't understand what's happening. Tell me what's happening. You poop and like poop comes up and hits you.
I don't know how. It's like every time I put my seat up, there's always a little...
Did I describe this accurately?
It's not like smears. It's like little drops of like, how did that get up there?
Like you poop and it comes back.
Somehow.
Huh.
Russ, do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe a little bit, you know. I know when you clean the toilet, you figure, how the hell did that get so damn dirty?
Thank you.
You know, when you lift the thing up, you realize, holy cow, I had no idea I was such a filthy pig.
Holy shit, right?
This is profound, you guys. This is.
Need some miracle spring water up in there.
I thought we'd be at least 7 episodes in before we started talking about our feces, but here we are.
No, my New Year's
103.
resolution. You want to hear my serious? You want me to get
I
serious
thought you
and
were being
heartfelt?
candid. I do, but I still want to come back to this whatever's happening
Okay.
thing because I'm sure there's something really wrong with you. Anyway, go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'll give you the list later. My heartfelt New Year's resolution is this: is to just try to be a better person than I was last year.
Well, that'll be easy.
Yeah, right.
You're a real shitbag last year.
Yeah, I know. To those of you listening, I have changed my ways. I found Jesus.
He found Jesus in a cornflake box.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
It was one of the free toys.
Actually, he found Jesus watching the Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore Ravens last night because
That was pretty sweet.
I don't know if you know this or not, but the Pittsburgh. And we'll talk football maybe after Russ leaves, but
Yeah, because I have nothing to contribute to that conversation. You can get my wife on here.
Holy
a
water.
priest prior to the game came out and poured holy water in the end zone of the stadium. And at the end of the game last night, the Baltimore Ravens went to kick a game-winning field goal into the end zone where the holy water was sprinkled. And it just had no chance. It went directly to the right and went wide right by like half a mile.
Made Scott Norwood look
To
good.
me, and we'll look, I'm going to bring religious people on the show and people that have written books about everything from Jesus exists to Jesus didn't exist.
Oh,
They'll
I
be
love
on
to
the
argue
show.
with those people.
They will be on the show.
All of them.
But I've never seen better evidence for a Christ or God than that. In real life, I've never seen more evidence than that for there being a God. That is crazy to me.
Oh, it's just a coincidence.
Oh, is it, Russ?
That's
Is it a coincidence?
That's my first reaction to something like that. Yeah, it's just a coincidence.
I mean,
I don't know, but
I
I'm
don't
not as-
disagree with you,
Yeah, yeah.
but because I'm not overly religious, I'm not religious at all.
But I noticed this with my wife. Sports fans tend to be a little superstitious about the game, and well, fans perform certain rituals that they think affects the game. That's a good example of that. This priest. I think that's the funniest part of it. I'm thinking, he's going to get ass chewing from his bishop when he hears about him misusing the holy water like that.
Two things. Okay. One thing is this. I'm what we'd call an agnostic.
Yeah.
I believe that we came from somewhere. I just believe that it's beyond my comprehension, and I ain't seen anything in any Bible or story that has made any kind of scientific sense or reasoning to me.
Just go to prison.
All right, prison makes you wish there was a God, I'm sure. But the second thing is, we were talking about this holy water story in the thing before the show, me and Frankie.
Miracle
And he
Spring
literally
Water.
asked me. He goes, "Where does holy water even come from?" Now I could have at that point said, "Well, there's this one well in Italy,"
All right. Right.
but I opted to just say, "You just need a priest to bless the water, and then it's holy water." He's like, "Oh, I could go to any church and get it." I'm like, "Yes, you don't have to go overseas
I'm
or
going.
anything." But
I'm going to get some for the next show.
yeah, he then sent me a link to what is this?
Miracle
It
Spring
is
Water.
reportedly good for repelling vampires, from
He
what I
sent me a
hear.
link to Miracle Spring Water from a guy named Peter Popov.
Popov.
Thank
He's
you,
a
Russ.
fucking-
I love you, man.
He's a fucking crook from
I'm
way.
so-
He's the guy that James Randi exposed years ago that had the earpiece in his ear and was doing all these fake healings.
That's
But
sweet.
he's still making money.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's a total grifting, charlatan, lying, thief, and con man from day one.
But he gives out free Miracle Spring Water.
That's right.
It's good advertising.
Anyway,
Peter Popov.
Peter
You
Popov.
know that you must be an insomniac too.
I
Flipping
love
through
it.
the channels late at night, and you find that's where you get the worst of religious TV is like at 3 a.m. because they're not doing anything but selling shit.
You know what I did one time, Russ? There was these ads that would pop up on Instagram, and it would always be these always hot girls advertising the Church of Latter-day Saints. And I actually filled out a form one time. I was quite interested in finding out about the Church of Latter-day Saints. They never responded, though. They let me down.
Oh, well, they had a missed opportunity there.
I mean, I get written back by Pam Smart, but religious girls don't even write me back. What's wrong here?
I have no idea.
How do you know Pam Smart's not religious?
She is. She's in prison. She's a ordained ministry
So is
or whatever.
everyone in prison religious? What do you
I think they all become. Well, David Berkowitz became religious.
All right, guys.
Last time I was in jail, I read the Bible a little bit.
See?
You know what? I
you
so
go.
badly want this story, but before we do, we got to pay some bills. Okay.
All right.
Let me pay some bills, and then you can come back and tell the story of your biblical revival.
I got a
in
funny
jail.
story about Jesus.
All right, here we go. This segment of the Dames Marv Show is brought to you by what was formerly known as Sunny Delight. It is Sunny D, and yeah, look at this. You can get a 24-pack of Sunny D on Amazon for $6.98, guys.
Oh, that is cheap.
What a deal.
Okay.
I get mine for free because, well, look, there's 80 people watching this at least. I mean,
Right.
at least one of you is going to go and be like, oh, I haven't had Sunny D since I was a kid.
It's a weird creamy
And then you'll
orange
go
juice.
buy it. You'll go buy it for $6.98 on Amazon. You'll drink one and you'll be like, okay, that's why I don't drink this. It is absolute ass. But it's cheap ass, guys.
Nothing wrong
Anyway,
with cheap ass.
this segment of Dave's Marv Show brought to you by Sunny
Sunny
D,
D.
formerly known as Sunny Delight. They also have different flavors that you can drink, but
It's like getting a high C at McDonald's.
there you go. Dude, high C at McDonald's is great. What are you talking about?
Yes, it is.
All right, we could talk in so many
I thought you
directions
said
right
there's
now,
no
but
rules.
there isn't, but I want to remember that Russ just talked about being in jail, so I got to hear that. Go ahead, Russ.
Oh, I
Jail's
just mentioned that I had to do 2 days, and
That's a hard time.
that was nothing. I got sent over to Story County Jail, and from what I heard from the regulars there, they said, "Man, this is the best jail in the state."
Yeah.
So anyway, I
Wait,
remember
what did you do? What did you do?
I had an OWI.
The hell is that?
That's operating
Overwhelming instinct?
influence. Yes, and I pled guilty because I was guilty,
Good for you.
and that's the way to do it. I said, let's just get it over with. I pled guilty, paid the fine, did the 2 days, and haven't driven since then.
Good. Well, good.
All right, now tell us what happened while you were in there.
Well, anyway, so I'm bored and I'm reading, and I got through. I reread Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, classic.
Whew.
And then I picked up. They had this Bible, and I remember reading Tobit. That's in the part of the Catholic Bible that the Protestants don't believe. It's a great read because it's one of the ones that we know for a fact, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is 100% pure fiction. And I always wondered why they didn't make Tobit into a movie. It's a story about a boy going on a journey across the desert with his guardian angel and his dog. His dog, for crying out loud. I mean, that sounds like an interesting story. Could be done as a graphic novel. Of course, you'd have to change it up a little bit, add a little sex and violence into it to
Sweet.
spice it up for today. But anyway, there's about nothing to do but read and watch TV in jail.
You got to watch TV?
Yeah, you get to
I
watch
didn't.
What
television.
is that?
You get to do everything except smoke cigarettes.
Oh,
And
that's
at
the
that
worst.
time, I was still smoking cigarettes, so
Ooh.
that was the hardest part.
Hell yeah.
Hey, that's my New Year's resolution. That's an anti-resolution. I will change if that happens, but it's ongoing. If I ever am diagnosed with a terminal illness, I will start smoking again.
Are you planning on doing that in 2026?
No, I'm not planning on dying of a terminal illness, but
Okay, good.
it's just because I still think tobacco's the greatest drug of all time. It's the best. I've tried a few, and it's far and away the most addictive and the most enjoyable.
It's the best around.
The only problem is it kills you just deader than hell.
I mean, does it though?
It gradually, eventually, it does. A lot of people, but at the same time, you can get lung cancer without smoking too.
Yeah.
So
Here's the thing. I consider myself a non-smoker, but when I get together with the family, I'm ripping them, dude.
oh yeah,
I'm like, oh, pass me. Who brought them? Who brought them? Let's go.
Lighting the next cigarette with the old
But
cigarette.
here's the thing. You say it's the most addictive, but I haven't had a cigarette since
Yesterday.
Christmas.
oh there you go.
I mean, I went down to hang out with the family. I smoked like 2 packs of
Oh,
cigarettes.
I have one once in a while too. I haven't had one for I don't know a week or so since I see my one buddy, who is my one buddy. So let me bump a smoke off you. Don't tell the wife. Of course, she knows anyway. But
Well, I mean, they're not going to smell it, right?
yeah, I don't care. I just say that as a joke. But I could have one once in a while. But when I was smoking heavy, I was going through about 2 packs a day.
Woo! That's a lot of cigarettes.
That's addiction.
To me.
Plus, I was smoking a lot of weed at the same time too, so my lungs were in horrible, horrible shape.
If I smoked more than 10 cigarettes in a day, I'm just like, yeah.
That's 'cause
No
you
matter
got
how much
the
you brush your teeth.
Nicotine overdose, right?
Okay. Let's ask the viewers. If you smoke, how many cigarettes do you smoke a day? Drop it
Be
in the
honest.
comments.
Be
You don't have
honest.
to lie here.
I think like if I had to, I'd probably be for the year of 2025. I'd probably be at like 0.9 cigarettes per day, if I did that average. Because
Yeah.
I want to say that, I'd smoked about. No, I can't say that I'd smoked even 30 packs, dude. I don't think that's true. I think it was more like 20 in 2020.
You're a smoker.
Who knows? Who knows? Dude, in all of a year though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not much.
No.
That's a
I
pack
would
a
think if you don't even have a pack a week, you can't really consider yourself a smoker. Come on. 54 weeks and I had 20.
Well, let's put it that way. You're not the tobacco company's favorite customer.
I'm not. I'm not their target demo. I probably am their target demographic. But if I'm being
Somebody's
honest.
spanking it again.
Yeah.
How would you reach the target demo for a hardcore smoker? Put a skull and crossbones on the package and call it Death Cigarettes.
You know what I say? This is what I say about cigarettes. If you smoke cigarettes consistently, you are going to get lung cancer and die.
Is that guaranteed?
Guaranteed.
I don't know
Unless,
that you can say
unless
that.
something else kills you first.
I don't know that
Exactly.
you can say that.
I can. With great confidence. Anybody out there listening
Guaranteed.
agree with me? Go ahead. Disagree with me too. If you
I
smoke
mean, there's
every day,
we're not scientists. We're not going to be able to start our own fucking, our own test.
Yeah,
I mean-
my father suffers from COPD, but he smoked from the time he was about 10 until he was about 80. And now he's been off it for about 10 years and he's feeling pretty good. But there still is a certain amount of lung tissue that's permanently damaged and it's never going to fully recover.
That I agree with. I mean, it's definitely going to do damage, but is it going
Right.
to cause lung cancer and death? I mean, 70 years is a pretty long time. That's a pretty big sample, Frankie. And
yeah.
I mean, if you're saying...
Okay. Is it
if
safe
you
to say
smoked for 200
2/3 of?
years-
Okay, let's say 2/3.
Okay.
About
Yeah,
smokers.
that might be it. Because there's also other, not just lung cancer, but there's emphysema, tuberculosis, and COPD, and all these other wonderful things you can get.
Yeah.
All
Gum
right.
disease.
Since we're talking about morbid shit, I have
Okay.
this in my notes.
This is the first show.
Adult diapers, guys.
Never will.
So, you can't answer the questions before I ask them, please, sir. I know there's no rules, but there's a thing called couth, okay?
What's it?
The concept of products to manage incontinence goes back centuries. I mean, with rudimentary solutions using animal skins, cloth, leaves, other absorbent materials long before modern hygiene technologies existed. Early incontinence garments were simply cloth wraps that had to be washed and reused. By the late 1800s, large cloth diapers pinned in place were common for both infants and adults, though they offered limited protection and required frequent changing and cleaning. The development of disposable diaper technology in the mid-20th century, driven largely by advances in materials, science, and mass manufacturing, eventually carried over from baby diapers to products for adults. Procter & Gamble, after introducing disposable baby diapers in the early 1960s, launched one of the first disposable diapers for adult incontinence in the late 1970s. These were initially marketed mainly in healthcare facilities, but today you can get adult diapers almost everywhere since the 1980s.
It depends.
It sure does.
Depend is the major
It does.
brand. But my question to you guys, and to everybody at large, is twofold. Would you wear adult diapers? And then we'll discuss what all this even is. And then what would you call the product? Go ahead, Russ. Would you wear adult diapers in 2 years when your time comes?
Well, I sure wouldn't want to, but on the other hand, it's better than shitting your pants.
It is technically shitting your pants.
I mean, it's
I mean,
probably so warm and mushy.
It is technically shitting your pants.
right, exactly.
Yeah, folks. I mean, I went there. This is the Dames Marv show. It's not the whatever your name is show. So, I guess
I gotta take a poop.
this is what we're talking about. Okay, so deal with it. Frankie, are you gonna wear adult diapers in your life?
No, I got a good story about adult diapers though. This is a true story.
Let's hear it, bro. Let's hear it.
Times Square, New Year's Eve. People waited for 2 days in line to be front row for all the concerts. Truth is, people once you leave, you can't get back in. So people waited 2 days in line to get front row, and all of them, most of them, if not all of them, wore adult diapers, so they didn't have to leave their front row seats.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No.
I did.
What would you call it? If they,
Dumpers.
Dumpers?
Yeah.
What about let's see, the plop stopper,
That's weird.
glute guards.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
Yes.
Hold on, I sent these to my kid the other day to see if I could
What,
make her
diapers?
laugh. No, the names that I came up with to see if I could make her laugh.
Prevent a poop.
Shit shields. Piddle proofers.
There you go.
Leak
I love
beaters,
this show.
Leak beaters. The fanny fortress.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
The undercover undies. Crap wrappers.
Yeah, that one's sweet. I'd buy those.
She said her favorite was the plop stopper. I said,
That's a good one too.
I'm partial to crap wrappers.
Yeah.
And I
Porta
came up with
pants.
this bit just so I could give off those names. But
Porta pants.
let's I can't imagine like a scenario where you're just wearing a diaper and you just go, I'm gonna shit, and you just shit yourself. Like that would be that I can't even fathom that in my head.
I can.
Like just saying, well, fuck it. I'm wearing a diaper. I might as well just shit. Like, there's no way I would do that. These would be just in case you're like sitting there and you're like literally can't hold it. Right?
Well, what if you like get to a point? Like, for me, in all seriousness, I know I've been goofing around on the show. I'll try to get serious. It's hard for me though.
Don't even try to be serious.
I'll
No
try
one
to be.
cares.
So eventually, I might not be able to walk. So what happens if I have to take a poop and I can't get up fast enough to walk to the bathroom? That would warrant the use of a
Well,
crap stopper.
I'm glad that you're talking openly about this because we still have to get back to the poop coming up.
There you go.
We have to address that. I mean,
Are we
I-
talking about poop?
we can't just let that go.
I have this image in my mind of these little chunks of feces rising up out of the water and floating in the air, and I'm thinking
Yeah.
like, that
Just
sounds like, maybe you got to call an exorcist in there. Maybe your toilet's possessed,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check your
and
toilet
here's
every
the
day
thing.
now.
Like, obviously, we've all had the green apple splatters,
Mm-hmm.
and so like we know what he's talking about. But he literally said every time he poops, it comes back up.
Not every single time, but a lot.
Well, there might be something wrong with your.
I'm trying to
digestive
figure it
tract.
out,
If it's, I mean, well, I'm here to help you, my friend.
Thanks.
Um,
Appreciate it.
Frankie, they're like, I can tell Frankie's given this a lot of thought. Oh, I love it.
Details,
I love
details.
You guys. I love you guys in the comments.
I do too.
Becky says she put in an angry face and she can't change it. Don't change it. Leave it.
She was
Leave
angry.
it in there.
Hi, Becky.
We deserve it. I think we got 3 of them though, or is that just only 3 people care to?
No, I know what happened. She clicked it and tried to unclick it, and then clicked it again on accident. She's a triple
Perhaps.
clicker.
The triple clicker. Anyway, I'm sorry that we're spending so much time on Frankie's butt.
Not my butt. We're talking about
Or
poop and
butts in
diapers.
general, but I mean, this is what it is. This is what the show is, guys. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, Uncle Russ is a special guest
He should be
in
here all the
that-
time.
in that, we get to just talk about whatever with him. But not every guest will be in on all this garbage. All right, I got a serious topic for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Not yet, though. Coke or Pepsi?
Oh,
Go ahead, Frankie. Show
Oh, here's my take. I like
me. Wait,
Pepsi the
take. He has to
best.
take. All right.
I like Pepsi the best, but I like Coke, and here's why. Coke, for some reason, holds its fizz a little bit longer than that of Pepsi. So with Pepsi, you got to drink that can pretty quick, or it gets real flat and syrupy. Whereas a can of Coke can pretty much sit out half the day, and when you drink it, it's still fizzy. Don't ask me why. It's just, but I can tell the difference between the two. I have taken the Pepsi challenge, and I do like Pepsi.
Uncle Russ. I know. Well, let me preface you first. I know you're probably gonna say, "Well, I don't really care for either," but that's
Diet
not what the
Pepsi,
question
I
is.
prefer out of those two brands,
Okay, Diet Pepsi.
or the zero sugar.
This
Yeah.
is weird. This is interesting to me because I see America as being Coca-Cola.
Right.
Like you look at places like McDonald's.
Well, I like
Taco
Royal
Bell's got
Crown, but
Pepsi.
you can't hardly ever find it anywhere. Not in most parts of the country, you can't find
Okay,
Royal Crown.
that's what I was gonna say. The best is RC Cola.
Hmm.
Yes.
It is. I mean, fight us on this, guys. I hear three grown men here who didn't discuss this previously, all telling you that RC or Royal Crown Cola
No.
mixed drinks, it's the best. It's like really is like a combination of Coke and Pepsi together, but it just tastes better than both of them put together.
That's wow.
Just glorified Pepsi.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Gort, you know, sometimes. No, you're obviously free to weigh in. I'm not going to rip on our viewing public too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm here
Glorified
for, right?
Pepsi. Glorified's right, and if I'm saying, if you have three people on the panel that all prefer Pepsi, and that RC Cola is a glorified Pepsi, we're just saying that RC Cola is better than Coke and Pepsi, are we not? I mean, there's no other way to look at it.
It's like saying that Canada Dry is better than Verner's, but there's people out there that think Verner's is amazing. I think it tastes like absolute puke.
What about Seagram's?
Seagram's like soda water? Or Seagram's ginger ale?
Ginger ale.
As long as it's not Verner's. Yeah, I'll drink it.
Coke is best.
When sniffed right away.
Yeah. I think you're sniffing Coke there, Gort. But all right, that was okay. I can't wait for Uncle Russ to answer this one because I'm going to ask this.
Okay.
I'm going to ask this of every guest that ever comes on here: Jordan or LeBron?
Jesus. Help me.
I honestly don't care. I don't have an opinion.
Frankie?
Oh, Jordan, for sure. Because he played in the era where basketball was real and wasn't all weird and bright. Just Jordan.
All right, I appreciate you.
I mean, I'm not a complete ignoramus. I do know who you're talking about. But
LeBron's a big baby.
Yeah, I can't wait for somebody to come on here and debate me on Jordan versus LeBron because I will cook you. I will. Cook
What about
you.
Larry Bird?
I mean, he's great, but he's not in either one of those guys.
He's one ugly son of a gun.
He looks like a bird. Literally looks like a bird. All right, guys. Let's talk about.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Okay,
talk about
Go ahead.
and me.
Frankie, what's your favorite position?
I mean,
I'm
this is
just
getting
kidding.
weird.
I'm just
I mean,
kidding.
well, I mean, you want me to answer it? I will.
I mean, answer it, but then we'll move on.
I like being on the bottom and having girls jump all over me. That's my favorite. You asked a question, I'm answering it. Anybody out there?
I immediately became regretful.
That's why I want Pink to knock on my door.
I was immediately filled with regret
It'd be sweet.
upon saying that.
I'll let her
give
beat me up.
a
I'd
reason,
let
just
her
a
beat me up.
little bit's enough.
I'd watch 50 Shades of Grey with her.
She is 50 Shades of Grey. Look
I mean, in that picture.
there's like 20 Shades of Grey on that picture.
She's ready for me.
Okay, imagine this shows up at your door, and then you get another knock, and this shows up at your door. Which one are you opening first? Don't answer that. Do not answer that. Again, Sunny Delight. Sunny
Yes.
James Marshall. Do it. All right. Uncle Russ, before we let you go, you've been on here an hour and a half. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling just fine. Getting a little hungry, but that's my fault because I slept too damn late.
Yeah, you really made me nervous here.
I want a
I
Chicago
barely
bear.
got here in time.
Um, what
I'm
was the
not
best?
professional.
What was the best day of your life?
Phew.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to pick one day.
Well, you have to, because that
All
was the
right.
question.
Well, I could say the birth of my kids, but, I got six of them. And I was present at the birth of all six of them. So one event, but not one single time.
Okay.
I can't really say one more than the other.
Well, your diplomacy is noted. Russ's children, he loves you. He was very happy that the day that you came into the world. But I'm letting him off the hook for that having to be hit the greatest day. So, next. What else you got? Don't say the day that you got married. That's another diplomacy.
Whoops, sorry.
What was that?
I don't know.
I mean, it was cool, but
I
do you have another day? What was another great day?
One of the best one was the third time I got to see Bob Dylan. Second time with my daughter to see them together, and it was the best show. One of the best shows I've ever seen. It was a very very memorable experience. One of the best. He was on. He's either I've seen him several times. He's either on or off, and he was really on that night. So that's this one that comes to mind. There might be something else that rivals it, but that's a good one.
No, that is a good one. Frankie,
best day of my life.
best day of your life.
Oh, what was the best day of my life? That's a really hard question to answer.
I mean, is it? Is it that hard?
It's pretty deep. Best day of my life. What was the best day of my life? Best day of my life. I don't know.
You don't know.
The best day of my life.
Have you had any good days in your life?
I've had great days in my life, but the best day, it's hard to answer because if you want to get technical, my life isn't over yet, so I don't know. There's the best are yet to come.
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like you're being a little bit of a jerk by going there.
The best is yet to come. Yeah, right.
See, that's pretty deep.
If you think so. So neither one of you have a good answer, is what you're telling me.
No, maybe it's just not a good question.
I got an
Great
answer.
question. It's a great question.
Best day of my life was when I discovered Tim Hortons coffee
Okay.
back in 2003.
Okay. In 2000, can you take us back to that fateful day?
Well, I was in college, and I was working overnights in dispatch at a highway department, and I didn't drink coffee at that point, and someone went for a coffee run, and they gave me Tim Hortons coffee, and I drank it, and I'm an addict.
Are they?
Not familiar with that brand.
I think they're based out of Canada, right?
They're Canadian. Tim Horton played for the Buffalo Sabres. There's Tim Hortons all over Western New York. And there's no Tim Hortons where I live, but Tim Hortons are all over Western New York and Canada, obviously. Their coffee is like the best coffee ever. And I worked at Tim Hortons, so I know the secret ingredient and why it's so amazing.
Can you share it?
Yeah, they use heavy cream instead
Heavy?
of just half and half. Yep, they use heavy cream.
Oh, nice.
Heavy.
That sounds good.
It's fantastic. A large double stirred. That's how I order it.
Well, here's what I would say if somebody asked me this question. And again, I did have the foresight of knowing that this was going to be asked, so
Foreskin.
I had time to think about it. I would say one of the best days of my life was September 3rd, 2011. And that was, I took a trip to Wisconsin with 3 gentlemen that I didn't really know very well, but they were all Pearl Jam fans, as was I. And it was pouring rain. We get there, and I'm like, I want to be in the front row because I think that Glenn Hansard is going to sing Falling Slowly with Eddie Vedder. I just have a hunch that that's going to happen. We talked about it on the way up. And it's pouring rain, so I don't expect these guys that I don't know very well to get my back or anything like this. But they're like, yeah, we'll do it. So we all got to the very front row. We're leaning on the railing for like 6 hours. It poured rain on us, and
Did you have Depends on?
that would have been nice. That would have been really nice. Because I still wouldn't have shit myself, but it would have been nice to have a backup. But anyway, musical artists come and go. Then Glenn Hansard comes out. Now, for those of you not familiar with Glenn Hansard, he was the star of a movie called Once that won an Oscar for Best Song. And the best song was a duet that he did with a female named Marketa Irglova. They broke up, and so he was solo. So I knew that somebody was going to be singing this song with Glenn Hansard, and I heard that Eddie Vedder had done it before. So I was like, these are two of my favorite artists together on one stage playing one of my favorite songs together. I got to be in the front row. So I happen to be in the front row. Glenn comes out. I see Eddie Vedder walking around backstage. I'm like, it's magic. This is going to happen, guys. So then Glenn Hansard gets to the end of his set. Just him on a stage with his acoustic guitar, same one that was from the movie. It was all beat up and has holes all over it. He starts playing the intro to Falling Slowly, and Eddie Vedder is nowhere to be seen, but there's a microphone right there. And he goes, you know what? I think I'll just save this one for tomorrow. And the whole crowd's like, no! And he's like, all right, because that's the song that everybody wants to hear. It's the one he won the Oscar for. So then and for whatever reason, like the stars align at this moment, and he says, are there any girls in the audience that can sing? Any girls that know this song and can sing? And I'm standing there in the front row, and I just go, and he looks right at me, and he goes, can you do it? And I'm like, yes. He goes, look at me, guys. He goes, can you do it? And I'm like, yes. He goes, okay. The next thing I know, security's pulling me over the barricade and walking me all the way around the stage. And I'm like out of shape. So I'm like going as fast as I can and running up the stairs. And I get up there and I'm like, okay. And he just starts playing the song. But as I'm walking up there, he goes, all right, from the front row. I don't know his name. And he's like laughing because he's like, this fucking fat retard's not going to be able to do this. And I get up. He's like, I don't know his name, but he can do it. And the whole crowd's like laughing with him. And I get it. I mean, I get it. I watched the video. And I'm like, you're fucking laughing at me, bro. You're laughing at me. Then we get up there. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was like. And my friends are just like, they're shitting themselves. Like, I kind of just met two of these guys. And one of the guys I knew a little bit. And they're just like, what just... that guy just got pulled... He's up, and then I'm up on the stage in front of like 30,000 people, right? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And so he's like, starts playing the song, and then we start singing the song, and he looks at me and he's like, holy shit, this doesn't suck.
Do
a bit.
Sing a little bit.
Through the whole song. And, well, I'll play the video at some point, but I didn't have it queued up. I didn't have it queued up for today. Huh. But, it is on, it's called Falling Slowly Fan on YouTube. And it's pretty cool, man. I mean, it has all the stuff that I just mentioned. Him saying, is there any girls that can sing? And you see my hand. I mean, the person recording it's like 30 rows back, just in standing room only. It's outdoors, terrible weather. And you see this hand go up, and he looks right at me, and he's like, can you do it? And I do it. And he looks at me, and he says... At the end of the song, when we're finally finishing and wrapping up, he looks at me and goes, and I'll never forget this. He goes, all the pain is gone, mate. When do we go on tour? And I just looked at him and I just started laughing. And he was like, what's your name? And I'm like, Damon. He goes, that's Damon, everyone. And that was a wrap. And I was like, I walked over, I gave him a huge hug, and I just walked off the stage because I was like, the last thing that I would want is somebody just being like, okay, we're best friends now, and I'm like hanging on my leg. I was just like, I'm going to respect the fact that you did that solid for me, and I'm just going to leave.
Do you regret that?
So, no, and I'm going to tell you why. immediately, well, yes and no. Let me finish through it. I'll tell you why. I'm going to answer your question right now. So later on that day, I'm hanging out with my buddies, just walking around the grounds, and there's a big stage and a little stage where Pearl Jam is going to play the big stage. The little stage is where we had this magical moment. There's like a walkway for the artists around the perimeter of the facility, and he's walking down there, and I go over to him and I go, hey, because it was just a little fence between us, and I was like, hey, thank you so much. He's like, oh my god. He's like, there you are. He's like, you disappeared. I wanted to hang out. And I was like, oh no.
Big dummy.
Because you know what that means for me, Frankie? I would have been hanging out with Glenn Hansard backstage, which means assuredly I would have met Eddie Vedder. Mm-hmm. I would have met all of Pearl Jam. And Chris Cornell was there. And he's gone now. I would have had the potential to meet all these people. But I don't regret it because I still feel like that was the baller thing to do. Let's just be like, you know what? I appreciate the moment. I'm going to let you, I don't know what your post-show ritual is, but I really don't want to be bugged by people right after I finish a show, right? So I just did it. And the fact that he took time out to like there's photos of this. He's like sitting there on the railing and we're like actually engaging in a conversation after this event happened. And he was just like, I wasn't really expecting much. And he's like, that was kind of the first time that I'd ever done this, asked a fan to sing. And now he does it when they're not together all the time. He's like, oh, how about a fan? And I was the first. And that's the best day of my life. One of the best days of my life.
That's great.
Yeah, one of the best days of my life for sure. So, yeah, Glenn Hansard and Dame's Marvs. And the video on YouTube is called Falling Slowly Fan. And it should come right up. It's got like 10,000 views, maybe. Very modest video. It's been up for over a decade. But it's a good one. All right. Russ, thank you for joining us.
Thank
sir.
you. It's been a privilege.
I will get your episode of Two Marks and a Spark loaded as soon as Ben gets it to me.
All right. Well,
Let's
if
give
you,
him
you want me to call him up? No, he had to go back to work today.
Just send him a message and say,
I'll
"Send
say,
a fucking
hey,
episode."
when you get off work, get that to Dave's.
Yeah, because I can get it put up, and then our lovely viewers can engage on what you actually do. But I thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you come back.
Yes, I will.
Even if just to talk shit, or if you got new books you want to talk about, or anything in particular that you want to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Uncle Russ.
Right.
Thank you, Uncle Russ.
Yeah, thank you.
We will talk to you soon. Gone. Are you taking him out or am I taking him out? Okay, thank you.
I took him out.
Finally, he's gone.
Thank goodness. Phew. Ho, ho, ho.
All right. That was fun. That was a fun little segment with Uncle Russ. Thank you for joining. I'm
like
sure
Uncle Russ.
the show with Matthew Blevins on Wednesday will be very similar. He'll want to stay and talk shit with us, and he's hilarious. So really looking forward to that. If you've watched the show today, thank you. Make sure that you come back Wednesday. Frankie, let's get to business now. Let's get to business.
I hate business.
I know. It's not like paying bills business, but we got to talk about this.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like someone's peeing.
There may or may not have been a toilet flush. It's no one peeing, but that probably happened directly before the water sound because Russ is directly below us. But anyway, let's talk about this playoff bracket. It was decided finally yesterday. We have the final look. And we got to start with the 1 seeds. We got Seattle in the West in the NFC. The Broncos of the West in the AFC with the 1 seeds. That means they don't play next weekend.
Nope.
And then they will play the lowest remaining seed on either side.
Yep.
After these next round of games is played. So I don't really want to. Everybody can see what the bracket looks like. We don't need to talk about every game. But since we're both on NFL, which plays on Wednesdays at 5:35 Eastern time, and then just deduct an hour for each time zone going backwards that you're in, and that's when it will play live for you guys. And we both have our teams in the playoffs.
Yes.
NFL. I don't think that we've ever had this happen before. And that's because we were with Giants and Jets fans most of the time. So,
Nothing to say about that.
all right, I want you to tell me what your thoughts are. You're going into Jacksonville as a 6 seed playing the 3 seed, and I will tell you before I let you go. I think that Jacksonville is actually the hottest team in the AFC right now.
Well, they do play in Florida.
They do play in Florida. Go ahead and give me your thoughts on this game.
On the
I'll
Bills
just
Jags
remove
game?
this. Yeah.
Well, I'll try to be as biased as possible here. I'm a diehard Bills fan, but I just think the Bills have more experience in a playoff environment. I believe the Bills are hungry right now. They're boosting people from the practice squad, and I see this game being a good game. We're known for being a second half team, but I really believe that Josh is going to come out balling. He's going to be ready to go, and I think he's going to use his experience over Goldilocks. I think it's going to be a Bills victory. It might be a one possession win, but I like the Bills in this one. I like them to advance.
Dude, that's a tall ask. You got to admit.
Yeah.
Do you just feel absolute confidence or what?
I do. I really do. I think Josh Allen's got an edge on that of Lawrence.
Well, I agree there. I mean, he's got more experience. He's the better player.
Right. And when it comes down to it, Dames, you got Trevor Lawrence. He makes mistakes, and he could get flustered very easily. And if we can get to him and put good pressure on him, that's where he makes his mistakes. And our defense always feeds off of those tips and those little stupid interceptions and turnovers. So as bad as our defense has been all year, we're in the playoffs, and they come through when they need to.
I'm going to counter you a little bit because you mentioned the recklessness and ability to be flustered by Josh, or not by Josh Allen, but by Trevor Lawrence. I don't really think Josh Allen gets flustered, but he is mistake prone.
Yes.
Does that concern you at all?
No, because he comes back and tries to fix it, whereas some people get flustered and they think taking a deep breath and regrouping works. But Josh Allen has a way of moving forward, move on to the next play. It's the next play. Some players get flustered. Look at Lamar Jackson. He gets flustered sometimes, throws his helmet and fakes a back injury, and he flakes out. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence does that, but I just think there's different levels of flustered, and some people hold on to it, and some people move on to the next play. Tom Brady used to get flustered all the time. How many Super Bowls does he have?
6.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that true? 6 or 7?
Yeah, 6. He was in
That's
10.
pretty impressive. All right. We're going to talk about this stuff, obviously, on Wednesday.
NFL. A true NFL.
But there are a couple things that I want to go over. Who's your team, guys? Let us know if you made the playoffs and who you think is going to win the day. But I want to talk about Myles Garrett making the sack record. First of all, before we get to your conspiracies.
It's not a conspiracy.
It very much is a conspiracy.
Sure.
I would just love to ask Joe Burrow, did you fall down on purpose?
No, he
bro?
played dumb. He doesn't remember, he said. But he's pretty sharp and remembers everything from 20 years ago, but he can't remember
All
that
right,
play.
well, if he doesn't recall doing it on purpose, he probably didn't. But anyway. My first question to you, Frankie, is Myles Garrett gets his 23rd sack of the season, besting the all-time record by half a sack. Okay? He did this in 17 games. He played all 17. It took him 17 games to get this record. Do you consider this, because there is now a 17-game schedule, do you have any taint on this record with an asterisk of any kind? Personally.
No.
Good. Nor do I.
Taint's a
I think
thing
you
for
can
me.
only play. I realized once I said taint that you were only thing that you were thinking about was that little piece of skin between your balls and your anus.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
I've been
realized
kicked
that once
there,
I said
okay?
that, that's what you're thinking of. Wow. Nope, not gonna do that.
Not happening.
Not happening. Not
Who's
even-
that person?
I don't. That person is not a welcome guest on the show.
The real, the real
Look,
Slim Shady.
I'm gonna just say it because it's here and it's what we're talking about and people deserve to know. We have a comment that says, "Say N-word for $1,000 gift."
Why would you say that?
There's no planet on which I would say the N-word. And look, if I'm being emotionally honest, if somebody offered me $1 million, I'd probably say it. And that's terrible, but $1 million like saves my life, dude.
Well,
All right, but
I mean-
saying it might get my life killed too.
money
so
is not everything.
it's not everything, but I'm just being emotionally honest, dude. And I think like this is the show to do that. If someone were to offer you an amount of money, and I just need you to be emotionally honest. You don't have to ever tell anybody, but I want you to think about this right now. And this is why I appreciate the chat. I will never say that word for money on air. But what's your number? I've asked this of different types of questions. Never this one.
I don't have a number
I've
for
said,
that
"What's
word,
your
man.
like, Frankie? Like, how much would it take for you to suck a dick?" For example, I've asked people that question before, and again, some people are, "There's no amount." You're lying. You're fucking lying.
There's
I
lots
have
of
an amount-
variables, though.
I know there are. Like some days I'd be like 10 grand. Some days I'd be like 2 million. You know, but like there's a number, and if you're, I know, I know, dude. But I'm telling you, there's a fucking number, and you're lying if you say, or you're just trying to be machismo or whatever, dude. There's a number. I'm not asking you to tell me what it is, but you fucking know there is one, and if you say there isn't, shut your mouth. You're a liar. All right, so what's your number, Frankie? You can say I don't want to say, and I'll respect that. But
Come
but
on,
there's
man,
a
that's
number. There's a fucking number.
Oh, God, I gotta think about this. There's a lot involved, man, with that question.
Yeah, like does it go in my mouth? Like, do I have to finish? Am I
There's lots of variables
just a
to
tip?
it.
Am I just a tip, or
Like,
there are a lot of variables? You are 100% correct.
so I'd have to. I mean, we got time. I'll have to come up with an answer.
All right. Well, we will not let this one go again, folks, but here's the thing. Emotional honesty, the N-word is one of the worst things that you could possibly say, especially
Exactly.
if you're a white person. Okay? We just don't have the authority to say that, and we shouldn't want to say it. Like, if you
It's not in
want
my
to say the
vocabulary.
word, if you want to say the word, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, it's not my vocabulary.
But emotional honesty, and Frankie, you are so right. I wish that I could tell you that my moral compass is so strong that no amount of money would keep me from saying it. But I can't tell you that. Because I know that there is a dollar amount that would change my life completely. And
But could you
I
live
would
with
do
it?
Yeah. And I hate that. But again,
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to myself. And I'm not lying to the people out there. I think if you are saying absolutely there's no amount of money, I just think you're lying. I think you're lying, and it's okay to be emotionally honest. Like here's the thing. You guys are going to see over the course of this show that I am against misogyny of any kind. But as a man, like I have misogyny like built into my mechanisms.
Everyone's got a number, man.
Right. And I'm just saying, like, if you just say there's no misogyny part of me, you're just being emotionally dishonest. Like it's just
I never
dishonest
said
to
there
say
wasn't
that.
a number. I just said that's a hard question.
No, I
to
know.
answer.
But I will respect you if you say I don't want to say what my number is, but there is one. Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, that to me is respectable. But if you're like there's no way, and you're not like a billionaire independently, Frankie, you can confirm that you're paycheck to paycheck guy.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like most of America.
pretty much.
Yeah, the money, it makes a significant difference, and there's a lot of things that you could get me to do for it, including question my morals and my my integrity. I fully admit that I am fallible in that way.
Right.
I wish that I could tell you there's no amount of money that would make me say it or do this or do that.
Well, let's
I'm lying.
reverse that though.
Okay.
Let's go the other way.
What's the other way?
Because there's some things that can be said towards, white people that some people morally wouldn't say, but would you put a number on that?
Dude, if you ask me to call you a cracker, I'll call you a cracker right now. Like, I don't even care. Like, that I can say that because I am white, right?
Yes.
But there's, like, some words that I can't say, and I know that, and it shouldn't be even part of my...
I mean, I don't like being called a burden.
Yeah, well, that's true. But, the fact that we're able to do this show makes us burdens on society.
Yeah.
But hopefully we're partially entertaining the society that we're a burden on.
Thumbs up. Peace.
Hopefully.
Balloons. Get the balloons.
Anyway, while I deplore your original comment there, the real good gamer, I really appreciate it because it's thought-provoking at the very least. And I do want to say, when you say the Seahawks are overrated, like...
Who's your team?
Here's my thing. When you say that and then you don't, you reveal who your team is, you're kind of a fucking coward. Whew. But the Seahawks are overrated. Okay, cool. I don't play for the Seahawks, okay? I watch them. They're my team since I'm a kid. Cool. They're overrated. Awesome.
They suck.
Yeah. They, never mind the fact that they have the best record in the NFL and they're 3 plays away from being 17-0. I mean, you got a missed field goal against the Rams, a fumble inside the 10-yard line against the 49ers in game 1, and a fumble against Tampa Bay on a comeback drive. You're 3 plays away from being 17-0. I have to admit that we're a good team.
You are
overrated. It depends on who's rating us. I'm certainly not overrating us. I'm not crowning us Super Bowl champions. I'm here for whatever happens, but who's overrating them, I guess, is my question. And then who's your team? And then go fuck yourself. Those are my 3 comments.
Before he fucks himself or she fucks herself, I want to know what their team is so I can make fun of them.
Yeah, I mean, we'll make fun of your team
no
for
matter
the next
what,
decade.
Probably a Jets fan.
And people are talking shit on the fucking YouTube. I see your shit still has about as many views as you do complaints. I mean, awesome.
How do you see it's not coming through here?
Yeah, so, but this one's about the movies. That one's on a movie review. Uh-huh. This guy was mad because I didn't say that, I'll just read it out. This is from Salama Stallion. Salama Stallion.
Salami?
Solemn is Stallion. 12 days ago says, I'm sure Hollywood will absolutely stick 100% to historical accuracy and involve zero ideology whatsoever. To which I responded, that was a fair comment. I said, you're not wrong. This is very icky as far as that's concerned because they did Hollywood it up. And then he says, then how about you say that?
Jeez.
In my review. Because I'm not trying to shit on movies. I'm trying to get people to watch movies, first of all.
Yeah.
And then he says, then I said, are you really that upset about it? When I watch a film, I understand that I'm not watching a history lesson. I assume others know this as well. And then today, just now,
sweet,
he says, I see your shit still has about as many views as you do complaints.
That's impressive, though.
So I love this person. I'm just going to say I love you. That will be my response. Actually, I'm going to say, what's your number to suck a dick? Because I'll pay it. Just go eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah. With some green relish.
But this is the shit that, people don't understand what we deal with as creators, okay?
Oh, gee. I know.
We have to create content, right? And we have to stand by whatever we create.
I create conflict.
And ultimately, Frankie, you know this.
Sure do.
Whatever you say, people are not going to be happy one way or the other.
No.
Like, if it's opinion based at all, you're going to have people that just hate and want to rip your guts out. And I love it. That's
the
one
worst
of the
feeling
things
ever.
that I love about what we do is I would almost rather see somebody hate what we're doing and comment on it, because that means, like, we got to you to the point where you have to say something.
You know what I say to that? Thanks for the view.
Yeah, thanks for the view. But I don't get me wrong. I like it when you guys like what we do and we get compliments and whatnot. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
That's fun too.
Sure.
I never really know how to respond to compliments,
Thanks for the view.
but when you're an asshole, I'm gonna fucking light you up like a Christmas tree, my friend.
Jeez, Griswold over here.
So bring it on, yeah. Bring it on.
Peace.
Hallelujah.
Balloons, 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 balloons.
Yeah. So, again, to Salama Stallion, eat a bag of dicks.
And some
you piece of
salami.
shit.
Wow.
Thanks for 4 engagements on one movie review from 2 weeks ago.
Jeez.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I didn't mention that they weren't historically accurate in my
Give him some
review.
balloons.
Is it gonna? Will it happen?
Yeah, I think, I don't know.
Come on. Come on. It's supposed to.
Balloons.
Baroon. Oh.
No balloons for you.
Not going there.
No salami.
All right, Frankie. So you say that Myles Garrett was awarded a sack by Joe Burrow.
Absolutely.
Can you make a compelling argument as to why someone would do this?
Well,
Why?
season's over. He didn't want to get crushed. He knew Garrett was.
Okay, that's not what we're saying.
Well, what do you?
You can't stand on 2 hills at once.
I have.
I have maintained that any quarterback, regardless of any sack record or anything else, when they see that they're going to get crushed, they fall to the ground. In fact, that's what they're coached to do.
Okay, well, he was coached to get
You're
Garrett
saying,
the record.
at least in the video that you posted, that Joe Burrow saw Myles Garrett get run past him,
Yep.
knew that he was there,
Yep.
and said, I'm going to give this guy his record.
Yep.
That's the hill that you're on.
Yes.
What a stupid hill that you're standing on.
That's okay. I'll be on that hill. Hey,
I
if
am-
there's any NFL fans out there that saw that play where Myles Garrett got his record-breaking sack, tell me that Joe Burrow did not have a part in giving him that sack. It was like Brett Favre going down for Michael Strahan. Probably worse.
Worse.
Yep.
All right. And my stance is he went down because he was going to get crushed, not because of any stupid record. That
Well,
he
so was
trying-
Brett Favre. He was
trying to
get
give
crushed too.
anybody. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Brett Favre said, Michael Strahan's my boy.
Yeah, but he got up and patted him on the butt.
Well, that's because he knew he broke the record.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you congratulate somebody that did something so profound?
So yeah, true.
There's no reason for that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes no sense for them to just decide, especially in a split second. You know what? I'm going to be really cool to this guy and let him get me. Let him get me. Oh my God. You're pulling out all the stops today, Matthews. And I don't like it.
Fire me.
I like it when you're subservient. No, it's a good thing to debate because neither one of us can really prove what we're talking about. I can tell you that I think that you want to see that. That's what you wanted.
You know what I want
that's
to
you
see?
What?
I want to see Mark Gastineau approach Joe Burrow and say he wants his sack back.
I know, right?
I want my sack back with my CTE.
Unbelievable.
100
those of you
people.
that are thinking that this sack record by Myles Garrett depletes what either Watt did or Strahan did, you're crazy. Strahan did this in 16 games. Watt did it in 15 games. Watt did have a 17-game season too. You bested. to accumulate it, but it is what it is.
It
Anyway,
happened.
I want to pull up that bracket one more time, just so you can see it. You've got an intriguing game. The Bears play the Packers for the third time this season.
Mm-hmm.
They split, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this will be the deciding factor there. The 49ers and Eagles have had a rivalry as of lately.
Yep.
And I hope San Francisco gets waylaid on. And then you got the Rams and Panthers. The Panthers beat the Rams earlier. So let's not forget that. But that's a
Yeah,
4-5 matchup. That's a really good game. All three of those are really good games.
It's the playoffs. It's all good games.
Yeah. So then you look at the AFC side, you got Pittsburgh. If I was going to have them play anybody in this bracket, it would have been Houston. Because that's the closest matchup. And what a game that's going to be. And then you have the Chargers and the Patriots. A battle of two coasts. The 2 and the 7. And then you got your game, the 3 and the 6. Panthers, Bills. That's crazy, dude. These are all phenomenal games. It's going to be a wild playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot wait. All right, Frankie, let's talk about history.
Uh-oh.
But anyway, whatever you guys' thoughts are in the comments, did Myles Garrett get awarded this sack magically, or did Joe Burrow just do what a million quarterbacks would do and say, I don't want to die in the last game of the season and go down easier?
Well, what I can tell you is this. To all 101 people watching, when I opened my eyes this morning and I turned my TV on, NFL Network, Kyle Brandt, it just happened to be the very moment that he was talking about Joe Burrow giving up that sack to Myles Garrett.
And to that, I'll say, cool. A lot of people have this deranged opinion that
They got deranged syndrome now for sacks.
That he gifted it.
Well, he didn't wrap it, but he definitely put it in the box.
I mean, just there's no the burden of proof is really on you guys. It's not on me because
We're so hung up on this because I say they gave.
I
got over 1,000 views on a video. So
no, I understand that, and hopefully people are making your ass red because
Nah, it's already red.
you don't have a leg to stand on. You have nothing that says why a player would do this.
Put the video up. Put my video
Pull it up. You have the capabilities. You
I
pull
don't
it
want
up.
to. Well, fine, I will.
Fine, do it.
I gotta figure
Do
it
it.
out.
Go ahead. Okay,
Go
so
ahead,
go ahead.
do it.
Fine,
Go ahead,
do
man.
it.
Do it,
Go
man.
ahead.
I'm gonna try.
All right, I want to remind everybody Matthew Blevins is going to be on the show Wednesday, noon Central Time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday's guest is up in the air. I have an idea, some people that have asked and they're looking into it. If I can get this person, wow, that Friday will be the show of all shows. But I want to thank Uncle Russ. Are you pulling it up? Because I'm giving you time right now.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Uncle Russ was on today's show. He was great. He will be probably a regular guest just because he's the only way that Frankie ever gets verification or validation.
Yep. I like Russ.
So, and I kind of knew that he would like Russ right away. So yeah. Other guests we have coming up this month that are booked. We've got Uncle Russ's partner in crime on Two Marks and a Spark.
Okay,
Ben
you ready?
Shrewsbury.
I got the video. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here's a video, folks, of
Here
Joe
it is.
Burrow giving up the sack. And it won't play.
With Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, wrong video. Whoops. I pulled the wrong one up. Hang on. Patience. Patience.
We just wanted you guys to see Patrick Mahomes' butt real quick.
No, that was another video I got a lot of views on. Here we go. All right, you ready? Whoop. I don't know if it's going to play, though. How do I get it to play? Son of a gun. I'm going to have to do a screen share. Give me a moment, folks. James, continue on. I'll figure this
All right.
out.
As I was saying. January. Booking up fast, guys. Booking up fast. But if you want to be on the show, we want you on the show. We need you on this show.
We need some action.
We got Michael Callio on the 16th, Friday.
Oh, cool.
He's a Hollywood director, friend of mine. Great guy. Ben Shrewsbury on the 19th. And then, yeah. And I've got feelers out to a bunch of other people. Are you figuring this out?
Yeah. Yep.
Does it?
Figuring it out.
Are you keeping that there?
Oh, I found it. Okay, hang on.
Can you get rid of that to do a screen share?
Yeah, get rid of it. Do a screen share. Why isn't it going away? Did we freeze? James, are you there? Won't go away.
Okay, now add me back. Hello?
I'm here.
Stop removing me.
I'm trying to get rid of the picture. Won't go away.
You got to do it from the media thing.
Oh, yeah. Can't figure it out. Won't go away.
Well, I don't want to do the show underneath Joe Burrow's giving up a sack.
I don't know how to get rid of it. It's just stuck there.
You don't have, seriously, you don't have it in the,
No.
where did you load it? There we go.
Did you get it?
I saved your life.
Thank you very much. Okay, now I'm going to share the screen.
Oh, now we're going to fuck it up even more. All right, go
No,
ahead.
this one
Go
I know
ahead.
what I'm doing.
So tell people what they're looking, what are we looking for? Don't just show it because it's really fast.
It is really fast. And what it's going to show you is...
No, don't bias it. Say, just tell them what they're looking at.
They're looking at Joe Burrow giving up a sack. Okay?
Fine.
You ready?
Fine.
Now just watch it over again.
I have not seen anything.
We'll start over here in a second. After they're done celebrating.
I'm a terrible, unauthorized Red Hot Chili Peppers mix.
Come on.
That was not
Did you? He gave it away. Perfect song, too.
Yeah, okay. Can we talk about history?
Yes.
All right. This is how, I don't know that this is how every show is going to come down to the ending, but I found some cool things that I want to talk about. Some I'm going to go into depth on, and some I'm going to leave you hanging a little bit. So be aware of that. All right. On this day, in the year 269, Felix I begins his reign as Catholic Pope.
Say no to Pope.
Felix I. I do know gobs of information about Felix I, but I don't think anyone gives a shit. So I'm going to move on. The year 1463, French poet Francois Villon is banished from Paris.
Wow.
He wasn't banished because of his poems. He was banished because he's a fucking murderer.
Yep.
Banished for murder. And this is the cool part about this story. I don't know if it's cool or not, but once he was banished, he disappears from history. Like, he went into exile, banished from Paris, and then he just disappears into oblivion. No one ever heard from him again.
It's the worst way to go.
I mean, he's probably unalived, don't you think?
Yeah. Yes.
And look, when you think about poets, people that are poets that write poems, you think of like docile people, really. Like they're not like.
Not necessarily. Some of them are dark and crazy. I took
You know
poetry
who was?
in college.
Francois Villon.
Yeah, I know. He definitely.
I think you were named after him, weren't you, Frankie?
Maybe. I got some bloodlines in there.
Banished from Paris, never to be heard from again. And
I was
here he
banished
is
from X for a while.
on the
remember?
James Marvs show.
I was X'd.
He was banished from X. You know what? All right. These people are never going to give you the audience to apologize in person.
Oh, no.
Do you want to just do it? And like that way you can be free of it and be like, I did it on air.
Yeah.
And, I didn't need your permission. I didn't need you to hang out with me so that I could apologize to you. But go ahead. This is not planned, you guys.
Yeah,
and I certainly didn't even ask him first.
I definitely didn't prepare
He has
a
every
speech
right
here.
to say, "Go fuck yourselves."
I do, and I
Let me
won't do
before
that.
you do this, Frankie. I want to give all right. I came to these people when Frankie's like, "I just want to apologize." All right, and I'm not even going to say what he did. He said some shit. He just talked. That's all he did.
Yep.
And apparently hurt some people's feelings. They got uptight about it, and he wanted to apologize. I went to these people and I said, he really wants to talk to you this is me going to them because he couldn't get to them. Like they had blocked him in every possible fashion. And I was like, he just wants to apologize. And they're like, no, we don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything from him ever again. And I'm like, all right, we'll just let it go. So he's never had an opportunity to go back and so I'm giving it to him now. And whether they ever see this or not, it doesn't matter. He's done everything that he possibly can do. Go ahead, Frankie.
Well, I did say some things. I was having some impulse control issues during the time. I don't have any excuses except I said some things that came out wrong and hurt people. And the only thing I can do and the only thing I can say is sorry. And I own what I said and I regret it every day that I behaved in the way I did. So hopefully people that I affected in any way see this and understand that I know what I said was wrong and how I said it was wrong. And I own it. And it's something that I will try to work on not letting happen again. I was affected by it too because I didn't realize how bad it hurt people. So I guess that's all I can say.
No, thank you for that. And here's the thing, folks. You can say this guy sucks because he has an unwarranted dislike of Taylor Swift. You can say his take on Joe Burrow's sack is pathetic. You can say that every time he poops, shit comes back up on his ass.
No,
But you can't call this guy, you can't say he's not a man. He just fucking owned his shit. Mm-hmm. He was willing to own his shit to your faces and you denied him. So, thank you, Frankie. That was awesome.
I feel better, man.
You know what? I'm sorry that I didn't. But you know this. You know, coming onto the show that I'm not always going to be like, "Hey, I'm going to ask you this, and
no,
this."
I'm not worried. Listen,
but
I said the things unprovoked. It was unprovoked. The things I said, and the things I said were shitty. I don't deny anything I said. I regret what I said, but all I can do is own it, move forward, and be a better person. And that's what I said earlier in the show about New Year's resolutions. Be a better person.
Yeah, I love it. So my New Year's resolution is to trim my beard.
I did that last night.
So you did. You totally, and you shaved your head.
I did.
I'm gonna do all the maintenance after this show. I should have done it beforehand, but there's just too much. There was too much
Manscaped
going on. Well, that's all. I'm not ever gonna show that on. Well, I can't say never. If I know that we're coming off the air, I might go full on balls.
Dirty words.
I might put my balls draped over the camera at some point. But what's that?
10 times zoom.
So, all right. Anyway, that was an interruption right in the middle of our history lesson.
That's okay.
1781, you guys. British naval expedition. This one I do want to talk a little bit about.
That's a long time ago.
The British naval expedition was led by Benedict Arnold, and he burns Richmond, Virginia to the ground. Okay, you guys have heard of Benedict Arnold, I assume. And for those of you that don't know who Benedict Arnold is, you probably at least know that he's a fucking traitor, right? Because we've all been on the playground one day or the other when we're like, whatever, Benedict Arnold, when someone tells
Bill and
on
Ted's
us.
Excellent Adventure.
There you go. When someone tells on us. So I want to talk to you guys about the British raid on Richmond led by Benedict Arnold in 1781. It was early January 1781, during the final phases of the American Revolutionary War. Benedict Arnold, now a brigadier general in the British Army after defecting from the American side, he was tasked with leading a British campaign into Virginia to disrupt Patriot resources and basically just weaken American forces. So he sailed his force of roughly, I think, 1,800 troops up the James River, raiding plantations, small settlements, and military supplies along the way as part of a broader strategy to undermine Virginia's role in supporting continental armies. On January 5th, 1781, Arnold's troops reached Richmond, Virginia, which had recently become Virginia's capital. They only had about 200 militiamen there to defend it, and so Richmond fell easily to the British. Okay, Governor Thomas Jefferson, maybe you've heard of him, and other officials evacuated as American militias scattered throughout the lands. And once in control, Arnold demanded that Jefferson turn over tobacco and military stores to him. That was Virginia's primary economic and logistical asset at the time, was tobacco. And Jefferson said, fuck you, in response. And in response to that response, Arnold ordered significant portions of Richmond, Virginia to be burned and looted, including public buildings, private homes, nearby cannon foundry, which inflicted both strategic and symbolic damage to the area. Arnold's forces occupied the city before withdrawing downriver, continuing their ravaging of those territories. Terrible. But you know what's awesome? He wouldn't have really been considered a terrorist, but he was a traitor because he started out on the American side. And what I want to tell you about Benedict Arnold is he didn't die right away. All right, he actually went back to London. He didn't die until June 14th, 1801, and he was in London. He died from complications of gout.
Yeah.
Fuck that asshole, dude. He died of gout and edema, which is fluid retention, after a brief fever. He was 60 years old. He was buried without military honors. He died as a disgrace, infamous traitor after switching to the British side during the Revolutionary War. His failing health and business ventures all noted as part of his absolutely wicked demise. But that raid, January 5th, 1781.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not going to go into all the details on all these things, but history's important, man.
Yes, it is.
Yesterday we had history being created that we'll probably talk about next year.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Nope.
If the guest was relevant or Frankie wanted to talk about it, we could talk about it, but I don't know. Like, there's more important pieces of history than what's going on. Well, maybe not than what's going on right now, but it's important to talk about a lot of these things. All right. So in 1776, Assembly of New Hampshire adopts its first state constitution. That's big. I'm not going to go into that one. 1804, Ohio legislature passes the first laws restricting free blacks movement, which is an incredible move forward. for the country. In 1875, President Grant sends federal troops to Vicksburg, Mississippi. I did want to talk about that one, but like just for time's sake, I'm not going to. But it's on the list. 1886, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I believe it was Robert Louis Stevenson wrote it. It was published on January 5th, 1886. This is a big one, and I will talk a little bit about this. In 1914, Henry Ford, owner of the Henry Ford Motor Company, announces a $5 workday. Okay?
Jeez.
That was 1914.
Feels like my current income.
Right. 1914, and I want to be clear, it's not $5 an hour, because the federal minimum wage in a lot of states is only $7.25. Actually, yeah, it's $7.25.
On average, 7.25. Yep.
But the states, well, the federal is $7.25. Period.
All states are different, though.
The states can implement their own. Yes.
Yep.
But prior to Henry Ford deciding this on January 5th, 1914, they were working 9-hour days
Jeez.
at the Henry Ford Motor Company
Not too
for
bad.
$2.40 a day. So he took an hour off of their time there, and he gave them more than double the wage. And I don't think you'll ever see another wealthy person make a decision like that. Do you?
Probably not. They say that millionaires and billionaires don't make money; they take money. God bless you.
At least I got my mic muted before I
Are you
sneezed.
allergic to reality?
I am. I'm allergic to talking about work.
To anyone out there listening, please, thanks for being here, but make sure to like and share the show if you're watching. We'd appreciate it.
Yes, please.
Please.
Especially during this most important segment that we
Please, Eddie.
Save me, Eddie. Please. Sorry. I don't know. I didn't mean to try and one up your impression.
Motorboating over here.
That was me making a mistake on the show live. My apologies. All right.
That happens.
So Henry Ford. Congratulations.
Definitely.
Yes. In 1925, Nellie Taylor Ross was sworn in as governor of Wyoming, the first woman governor in U.S. history. 1925.
Wow. That's a long time ago.
It is, and it's surprising to me that
Yeah. Because women were still liberating in the 60s and 70s.
correct, and the 2025s.
Well, yeah, but,
They have equal rights, obviously,
Sure.
but like, here's the thing on that.
they can use men's
It was
bathrooms
like
now.
women, and I'll go as far as even say that people of color in this country, they all have equal rights, okay? And I want to make this distinction not as a political statement or a racial statement, but I want people to really think about this. It's like having a game of Monopoly where Frankie and I get to take 200 turns before you get to roll your first turn.
That's
All
fucked
right?
up.
That's where black people, people of color, and women are at in society. They have equal, like they're in the game now. But it's just that we had 200 turns before, so we amassed all of the wealth on the board before they even got a chance to roll the dice. And that's where we're at. I'm not saying that politically. I'm just saying, like, you have to recognize that, like, historically, these people all have the same rights. They aren't yet equal because, and they may never be, just because of the way that the game was run before they had an opportunity to play. But I definitely am open to opposition or people saying that's not true or whatever you want to say. I'm here for it, but that's the way I see it. Frankie, you can, if you want to comment on that, you can.
I don't disagree with you.
Maybe not 200 times around the board, but it
lot.
is the way it is. All right, this one's cool. In 1930, Bonnie and Clyde met. I did have a whole dissertation on this too, on how they met and whatever. But everybody knows Bonnie and Clyde famously died together as one of the most destructive couples in the history of.
I got to find me a Bonnie.
Yeah, exactly. Frankie and whatever. You would be Frankie and Clyde, whatever.
Frankie and Pink.
Frankie. No, you can't start with a millionaire. There's no reason for you to do debauchery at that point. You're just kind of settled.
Could be a good cartoon.
Frankie, 1933. This is big. We're getting up into like more recent times now. 1933, work on the Golden Gate Bridge began on January 5th.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's coming up on its 100-year anniversary within the next decade.
Huh.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah. Did you know, not to change, that the myth is that once a day or a couple times a day, someone tries to jump off that bridge?
I heard that.
There's a documentary about it called The Bridge.
I wish that we had a statistic pulled up for that.
Give me a moment.
All right. I know that it'll come with it. But while you're looking that up, I'm going to move forward to 1957. In 1957, Jackie Robinson, like Major League Baseball Hall of Famer Jackie Robinson, guy who broke the color barrier, Jackie Robinson, number 42, now retired in all of Major League Baseball, Jackie Robinson, has his own day every April, Jackie Robinson Day. He retired in 1957. Why did he retire? He retired because the Dodgers were going to trade him to the New York Giants, and he said, fuck you, I'm just going to be done playing.
Yeah.
So he retired. Dude, this guy has so many records still. He was the home run king for the longest time. And, I mean, just to retire when you still have game left. I don't really like that because this was 1957. Obviously, he played along and in games against Mickey Mantle, who was a rookie in 1952. So this would have just been an amazing time for baseball, dude. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Give me your bridge stats.
Okay. So, I was off by a little bit. The number of people who attempt to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge has averaged around 200 attempts per year in a typical year before the new suicide deterrent net was installed, which equates to about every other day. With the completion of the safety net in early 2024, the number of attempts and successful suicides has significantly decreased in 2024. So they intervened in about 132 attempts. So just so you know, if you or someone you know is in a crisis, please seek immediate help.
Oh, we don't have the hotline number. We're not that professional yet, guys. Like I said,
number.
we have no budget. If
You just
guys
got to call or
wanna-
text 988.
Oh, okay. Say that again.
Call or text 988
For what?
for help if you feel away or you know someone's trying to hurt themselves.
All right, it's important that we say that because if you just say text 988, people will be like, "What's up, Frankie?" And they'll be like,
Yeah.
What is this happening for?" So, if you're in crisis and you need help, 988, call or text. There you go. Look at Frankie,
I'm on the ball.
you know,
Balloons.
Frankie, I've got this specially for you here, my friend.
Thanks. We got some people in the comments here. Let's see what people were saying.
Here you go.
The real good gamer left.
Hey, I guess they're right. Senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose.
That's awesome.
That one's for you, my friend.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. All right, guys. 1959. Frankie, do you remember Bozo the Clown?
Yeah, I don't like clowns, though. And I'm not one of those like, oh, I don't like clowns. I just don't like
Okay,
clowns.
who likes... Like,
They're
if
weird.
you like clowns, what's wrong with you? It's
I don't know.
fucking
Ask
weird.
Casey how that went.
Bozo the Clown, I remember watching him on TV when it was like 5 in the morning.
Bozo the Clown.
He would be on TV at like 5 in the
Now I
morning.
know what your deal is.
He premiered on television on January 5th, 1959.
Really?
Yeah.
January 5th is a big day.
It is. You know what else happened on that exact day?
Don't tell me.
I have to because the show needs it. Okay.
Just remember.
The same day that Bozo the Clown aired on television, in 1959, January 5th, Buddy Holly released his last single. The last single he released was called It Doesn't Matter, and 29 days later, he died in a plane crash.
Jeez.
That's nuts, right?
That's crazy nuts.
And you had the Big Bopper and
Richie Valens.
Richie Valens. Yeah.
That was a good
And
movie, La Bamba.
There's
I'm gonna
an
review that
interesting
one.
story about that. Waylon Jennings was supposed to be on that flight because they were all on tour together.
Yeah, they
And the
flipped
story
a coin.
goes like this. They had a bus that was incredibly rickety and old, and they were traveling in the middle of the winter
Yep.
in Iowa in the Midwest.
No
and
heat.
they said, there's no way that we want to travel on that. I'm sick. You know, we're getting sick by traveling on this bus. It's really cold. But the plane only seats 4, and the pilot has to be on the plane. So they drew straws, and Waylon Jennings drew the short straw. So he had to ride on the bus. The other 3 boarded the plane, and Waylon Jennings is quoted as saying, "I hope your fucking plane crashes."
Wow. What a
Can
dick.
you imagine living with that guilt?
Shit, I wouldn't. No, I can't imagine living with that guilt. That's a horrible thing to say.
Um,
I think saying break a leg when someone goes on stage is bad enough.
right. Hope your fucking plane crashes.
That's fucking bad.
Unbelievable. Needless to say, Waylon Jennings is the only person that made it to the next show, which was ultimately canceled because the 3 headliners were unalived.
Pretty tragic.
I've been there. I've been to the crash site.
Have you? Is there a
You can
memorial?
go in Iowa, just outside Clear Lake, Iowa.
Huh.
The Surf Ballroom is the last place that they played
Mhm.
on that fateful night, and I've been there many times. And they have hardly changed it at all. It still looks retro, 50s, 60s, and they have themed shows of that nature. But just outside of town, you drive outside of town, maybe like 8 miles or so, and you park, and then there's these huge Buddy Holly glasses, like made out of steel, that are sitting on the edge of the road on like 2 posts. So it's just like, and then that's the marker where you walk out into a field for about a quarter of a mile into the field, into the middle of the field. And then there's a monument exactly where the plane crashed. Like it crashed up against a fence in a bean field. And I believe that they still have beans. They're still growing beans there just in honor of it. But it's weird because the fence is there. Obviously the plane wreckage is gone, but there's like a little monument.
Right.
And people have put their little gathering things around it over
It's
the
like
years.
Strawberry Field.
Yeah, but I've been there like 2 or 3 times. And
Nice.
every time I go to Clear Lake, I'll just go out there because it's fascinating. You just feel... I don't know that you feel anything special in the air, but it's kind of like it is a magical place to be.
Yeah.
Just because you know the history of it, of what
Sure.
happened that the day the music died, as Don McLean says.
Yeah.
All right, so 1961. That's 2 years later. This is a big dude. January 5th, 1961. The Beatles play their first show with Paul McCartney on the bass.
Oh.
Paul McCartney was not a bass player, nor did he want to be a bass player. He wanted to be a piano or a guitar player, and he didn't want anything to do with the bass. And then lo and behold, they need a bass player, so he picks up a bass and becomes the most influential bass player, arguably, of all time.
Imagine that.
If you listen to Beatles music, whether you like it or hate it, there's something incredibly unique
Yep.
about Paul McCartney's bass lines.
I almost wore my Beatles shirt today too. How weird.
That is weird. And to think of him not even wanting to be a bass player and then just picking up the instrument because that's what the band needed and then
Yeah.
being like, like I said. So the Beatles didn't start with McCartney on bass. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stuart Sutcliffe was the original bass player during the earliest Hamburg days in 1960 and 61. He played bass until he left the group in July of 61 to focus on his art career. Oh, what an idiot.
Happens.
Although, with Sutcliffe, the Beatles don't have McCartney, and they probably don't become the Beatles, all right? They probably don't get to that level of success without McCartney. So, it's not like he left the band like in the middle of their superpower. Shortly after his departure and after a brief stint with a stand-in bassist named Chaz Newby, the band needed someone to fill in the low-end role. That's when McCartney switched from guitar to bass, making his debut as the group's permanent bass player.
Nice.
And that gig happened at Litherland Town Hall, January 5th, 1961.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sweet.
pretty cool. 1969, Creedence Clearwater releases their second album, Bayou Country.
Good concert.
I think in 1970, Creedence released 3 albums, and they were all absolute bangers. I can't imagine a band releasing 3 albums in 1 year today. And in fact, the bulk of Creedence's hits that you hear and know that are on their greatest hits album came from 1 year. That's nuts, dude.
It's a lot.
Frankie, you ever watch soap operas on TV?
Okay. I'm going to say no, but years and years and years ago, my first love, she was hooked on General Hospital, and I got hooked on that. That was in the early 2000s, but then Sunny, was that the name? I don't know. Somebody died off on the show, and I lost interest after that.
So your answer is yes. You used to watch soap
I have, but not. I'm not a hardcore.
Do you know that
soap opera guy.
that Kelly Ripa from the Good Morning America show started on All My Children?
Yeah, I knew
There's
that.
a character named Haley
Yeah, I did know that she was a soap
in the
opera
90s.
actress. Yep.
Well, 1970, Frank.
70. Man,
Holy shit.
before I was born.
That's 55 years ago.
It's a long time.
All My Children premiered
Really?
on ABC on January 5th.
I wonder how all the children are doing now.
Well, I did watch it. I mean, I watched it for maybe a year and a half. And that was during the Janet from Another Planet, Trevor, Haley, that whole thing,
Seem
Stewart.
to know a lot about soap
Yeah,
operas.
I mean, look, I know a lot about a lot of shit. It doesn't make me intelligent. It doesn't make me anything. But I'm happy to share some of it. Oh, here's the puppy. Guys, send us pictures of your puppies and your kitties.
This
Or
is my
whatever your
Penny
pet
Lane.
is. If you got a pet snake, maybe I don't want to see it, but I'll still put a picture up. But look at this. This is what we want. We want to see your... Oh, my God, you guys. Oh, my Jesus. And we got Penny on the show. Hi, Penny. She's like, I don't give a fuck. How old is Penny?
She's almost 3.
And she's a full-bred
Full breed. Well, she's a Boston Terrier.
Boston Terrier, full-bred.
Yeah.
All right, that's fantastic. Yes, send us pictures of your pets and we'll post them on here, on this show. 1971, Frankie, basketball.
Wow.
The Harlem Globetrotters lost a game to the New Jersey Reds. They lost this game 100-99
Is that
on
fixed?
January 5th. Why am I bringing that up?
Oh, jeez.
Because the Harlem Globetrotters lost that game after a win streak of 2,495 games in a row.
Now they play the Washington Nationals.
That's the largest win streak in the history of basketball.
Yeah, but that's all staged.
They lost.
That must have been a gimmick for that night.
Okay, it's like Roman Reigns winning, being a champion for 3 straight years in WWE.
True.
Even if it was staged, it still came to an end, and it was a big deal. That happened. But really, how do you lose a basketball game by 1 point?
It never happens.
Maybe it wasn't meant to happen.
Maybe there's
maybe they
magnets in
weren't
the balls.
supposed to lose.
There's magnets in the balls.
Oh my God. There's magnets in your head. 1972, Nixon signs a bill for a manned space shuttle. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
A lot of people don't like Nixon. I'm not a really...
I can't say
a
yay or
lover
nay. I
of
wasn't
Nixon.
alive.
But in Nixonian lore, one of the cool things he did was sign this bill for a manned space shuttle. 1973, Bruce Springsteen, the boss, releases Welcome to Asbury Park, New Jersey, his debut album on Columbia, but also his debut album, period, 1973. Bruce Springsteen is now a major player in music. And there's actually a movie on him.
Yeah, I got to see that
Came out
movie
this
still.
year. It's pretty good. It follows the time shortly after this, where he released The River, and then there's an album called Nebraska, which is what the film is focused on. So if you're going to watch that movie or you have seen it, don't expect it to cover the entirety of Bruce Springsteen's career. It's just a little part of his life after he was already famous and before Born in the USA came out. So
I did just watch that Bob Dylan movie.
did you like it?
Yeah, it was all right.
So, okay, let's shift a little bit away from it. There's only a few items left, but let's shift a little bit away from it. Frankie has started watching movies, guys. As you know, I have reviewed movies for the last 2 years, and I will continue to review movies. And we'll talk about a lot of them here, especially as Frankie is now engaged in doing such. And Frankie, do you mind if I'm not even going to ask you. I don't care if we care or not. I'm going to read you some of Frankie's reviews, guys. Is that all right, Frankie?
What?
If I read them some of your reviews.
No, go ahead. That's why they're there.
All right. There's a movie that Frankie reviewed called Juror Number 2. All right. That was from 2024.
Great
It
movie.
was a Clint Eastwood directed film. Frankie gives it 4 stars. And he says, good story that is totally messed up. The prosecutor, played by Toni Collette, was sexy and badass. End review.
I mean, short and to the point. She is sexy.
Siskel and Ebert are both rolling in their graves.
They're probably like, man, where was this guy when we were sucking
They're like,
it up?
this is fucking profound, dude. Okay, there's another one from 2012 called The Iceman. He gives Iceman 3 stars, and he says, storyline was somewhat accurate and on point. The ending could have been more authentic to the real story, and the wife was hot.
She was.
I don't know if this is a slap in the face to what I do, but I like it. I actually okay. For those of you that want to see Frankie's reviews or mine, we're on an app or a website called Letterboxd. Oh, we should have had that hashtag pulled up.
I have it. What's
weird.
it called? Letterboxd.
Letterboxd.
B-O-X-D, right?
Find this online. I'm under there as Caraveras. He's under there as Raw Live, and you can see my hundreds of reviews. And Frankie's getting pretty good at it. But his reviews, if you just want to chuckle at something and not really get information about anything pertaining to the film, other than who's hot,
Yeah.
there you go.
who's hot.
You can check out Frankie's reviews, but
I love hot women.
don't expect to get a lot of quality insight.
That's how I'm going to find my next woman. Letterboxd.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's lovely, Frankie. It really is. I'm glad that you are on Letterboxd, and please follow us both on there because every movie that we watch will be on there.
Dirty Dancing
whether
is
we
next.
talk about it, whether we talk about it on here or not, it will be on there. So I'm glad we got to that.
Stay tuned for my review of Dirty Dancing, which is my favorite movie, hands down.
All right, let's talk about 1981.
81.
Peter Sutcliffe confesses that he's the Yorkshire Ripper and that he killed 13 women. Are you familiar? I know that you're a big true crime junkie.
Yeah, I've heard about this, but I don't think I think there's a story behind it that wasn't confirmed.
Well, it's his word against
Correct.
13 dead women who can't say anything.
Well, it's like the Iceman claims he killed over 100 people, and there's no proof of that.
Yeah. Okay. We missed a couple comments. Deb says that she's eaten kangaroo, crocodile, turtle, and bison, and then she likes all of them.
She's wondering what my deal is today.
I mean, You can literally post that any time of day, any show, and it will be valid. Because no one ever knows what's going on with you.
No, I don't even know what's going on with me sometimes.
Right.
I don't think some
That's cool.
doctors
That's
just
cool.
tell me shit. Yeah. What other
That's
comments
cool.
do we have here we haven't caught up on?
I think. Well, Jennifer says hi. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
We had the racism one. We had.
We've had it all.
We've had it all. A little bit, dude. I'm really happy with how much you guys have interacted, and I look forward to shows moving forward.
Yep.
All right, this one I wanted to give more, but I'm looking at the time. We're coming in on 3 hours, so I'm just gonna get these last two out of the way, and then we'll get ready to close up shop. But 1993, and I remember this because I lived there in 1993. This was when Pearl Jam and Nirvana and Seattle was at its peak musically, like around 1993. Like it started in 91, and then all the albums came out in 1993. Was just, I was in high school. Washington State executes Wesley Allen Dodd
Yeah.
by hanging him.
Yep.
That was the first legal hanging in America since 1965.
I was a sophomore.
And it's like execution in general is nothing to be taken lightly, but execution by hanging is...
It's the way they should do it.
Okay, speak freely, Frankie. I'm gonna let you roll here. Roll your own stogie,
Well,
sir.
let me say this, okay? And if anybody out there disagrees with me on this, by all means, drop a comment. When they give somebody a lethal injection, why do they use an alcohol swab to clean the area where they're going to put the needle? They're killing them anyways. What a waste of an alcohol swab.
That's taxpayer alcohol swab.
Yeah.
By the way,
stupid. Let's give them the most humane way of dying, even though they did horrific things to get into that. I say they get in the gas chamber and have to suffer for a while. They get hung, they get shooting squad, or they get caned.
So this is interesting. You're pro...
corporal punishment.
You're pro.
Yes.
Okay, I'm vehemently against it. That's interesting. I'm not looking at you any differently.
Mano y mano. If you kill somebody, you should be killed.
You were a piece of shit before this statement, and you're still a piece of shit.
I'm sure there's still a crowd that would agree with you.
No, I'm just saying that because it's funny, obviously, but like to me, you're saying like killing is bad, right? You
sure
don't
is.
kill people.
No,
but you killed somebody, and that's bad. So now we're gonna kill you, but it's not bad when we kill you because blah 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 blah.
Okay,
nothing else matters. Either killing is wrong or it's not.
It's wrong, okay? And if you have a male or a female go out and they're a serial killer and they kill however many people horrifically, why would you not want them to suffer in death?
No, that's a great point. I 100%.
That only makes sense. Like,
I want rapists to die. I want people that mess with children to die.
Exactly.
But here's how I justify my stance on it. Okay? Would I be the one willing to pull the trigger? Or
I would.
I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I could not take somebody else's life. And I will say, I will not respect your opinion on it unless you are the one that's willing to say, yes, I could absolutely do that. And I would do that. That's the only way I will respect somebody who's pro death penalty, is if they could actually do it. I could not. So I guess I respect you for being the murderous person.
I'm not a murderous person, but if my job was to pull the trigger or pull the latch that pulled the floor out from underneath someone's feet or hit the button to start the gas chamber, if that person deserved it and they were, put there by a group of their peers, then yeah, I would have no problems with that.
I'll join you in this. I'll say that I wouldn't necessarily be disappointed that person is not alive anymore, but I would be disappointed in the system that took their life.
So
because
I want to address one of the comments here. It says, look up Richard Speck. I know, if I'm not mistaken, he killed a bunch of women, raped or, sexually assaulted a bunch of women. I don't know if he was put to death, though.
Well, why would you address a comment you know nothing about?
Well, no,
Literally, I've never even heard the name before. So
he was on the show Mindhunter. Richard Speck, he was an American mass murderer. He killed 8 student nurses in South Deering, Chicago residents by stabbing, strangling, slashing their throats, or a combination of 3 on the night of July 13 and July 14 of 66. Speck also raped 1 victim before killing her.
yeah, I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm glad that he's not alive anymore, but I want no part of why. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I put him in prison and someone unalives him in prison. I'm just like, okay, cool.
Well, he was sentenced to death, but it was commuted to a 400 to 1,200 year imprisonment. 400 years? Come on. Why give someone 400 years? Just put him to death.
What? Any number of years to me as a criminal is better than being killed.
What? If I get
what are you
life
talking
in prison,
about?
I'd rather die.
So, I mean, that's you, though.
Yeah, it's me. I'm not speaking on anybody else's behalf, but if I get for even 40 years, depending on my age and my medical condition, if I get put in prison right now for 40 years, I'm killing myself.
Like, this is interesting, and I don't want anybody to get hot in the comments or
No,
or watching,
don't do that.
because opinions are
Just
crazy. Neither Frankie and I have any say in whether somebody gets killed in prison, outside of prison, by the government or not. We just have our personal takes, and like,
Sure.
I will take him to the task on all the things that I disagree with him with, and I would expect that he does the same to me. And then whoever's watching, you can decide where you're at and how much you hate Frankie after that.
Well, let me ask you this. You know, if you have a guy that's sexually assaulting women and strangling them to death, why should that person get off easy by a lethal injection where they just fall asleep? I mean, to me, they're being put to death before they naturally die, but why let them off so easy? That's where that's my debate on that whole thing.
So you're like, not only am I for national,
death
capital punishment,
yeah,
I want it to be the most brutal way possible.
I want them to suffer the way they made others suffer.
Wow.
And not only do the people they killed suffer, but the family members, friends, and colleagues of these people suffer long term. So they need to be put to death in a barbaric way, for sure.
Wow. I can't believe we are this far apart on this.
It's okay.
No, it is okay.
There's nothing wrong with like not being on the same page with certain things. You have your beliefs.
Totally.
I have
I'm
mine.
totally okay with my co-host being a monster. It's fine.
Monster Jam over here.
It's totally fine. Totally okay with that.
I think we're getting to the 3-hour mark here.
Like, look at the time.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to go now.
Guys, this was a fast 3 hours. This was so much fun, dude. This is not the end of the conversation on capital punishment. What I do want to remind everybody about, this is the first episode ever. It's going to be available on YouTube. Everywhere we'll be posting clips, I'm sure, on both Raw Live Productions and Lock 22 Productions. Different clips. Like, we're not even going to discuss what clips we put up for each other, whatever. But we would really love it if you would subscribe to all channels.
Please.
All social media. If you want to be on the show, we'd love to have you on the show. We're just getting started. And Wednesday, tune in Wednesday at noon, Matthew Blevins, the comedian from Nashville, will be on this program. I'm Dames Marvs, the Dames Marvs Show, for Frankie J. This has been a Lock 22 production in conjunction with, look up in the corner there, Raw Live Studios. That's where we host this bad boy. Without Frankie J, the show ain't possible. He is the owner and proprietor of the studio that we make this show in. So if you like the show, please show us support by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the content, tuning into the other shows. Frankie J, anything that you want to say before you go?
Thanks for all 114 people watching live, wherever you may be watching, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. We appreciate your support, and we will see you all next time.
Hot damn. See you Wednesday. Peace and love.